Nah.
Welcome to the podcast, guys.
Oh, that was it's been on this
Ashley.
whole time.
On the bed roses.
Kung kayo nagtataka kung ba't kumipaos, hindi yan dahil katatapos lang ng MPL, but
Nope.
it's because we've done karaoke.
Oh, was that last night or 2 nights ago? I
was
can't
2
remember.
nights ago.
That was 2 nights ago? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, technically it was
Last night I was dead.
last night.
Oh, technically.
Because
Technically.
Oh, yeah. We were up to like 1
I'm
a.m.
a nerd natin.
So, by the way, big shoutouts to SIP, purified water, filtered through volcanic rocks. Hey, SIP mo na.
Sip
Ano
mo
yun?
na.
Ano yung tag?
Sip. Sorry.
Oh,
no, wait,
whoa.
no.
Yo.
Can't
air
that.
Yo, no.
At
man.
thank you sa mga bossing natin dyan, sina Boss David, Boss Steve, at feeling ko,
Love
yung
this.
tunay na boss na magpapadala ito, ayaw niya mapangalanan, so I won't.
Talaga?
Yeah, I think. But thank you for this one. Apparently, this is from
Si Clash
Korea.
Course.
Yes.
Korea, yes.
Korea. This is
Korea.
from Korea. So,
Korea. Kilala
yeah.
yung may-ari niya.
actually, na itatry namin. Ngayon ko pa lang to, this is the second time I'll try it. It's pretty solid. It's great for what we are about to do now, which is to talk about.
Akala ko
To
to die.
To die? No. We are gonna talk about the playoffs. Or the last time we did this, we did it in English. Do you still wanna do it in full English?
What about Taglish?
Taglish?
yeah.
Because we have
I mean, you
international
guys know you
viewers.
guys know I default to English. So.
Yeah.
But you guys do whatever you guys
I mean,
want.
we can do 20-80.
What?
What's that?
20-80. 20% Tagalog, 80% English.
Oh, yeah, sure. Let's
Yeah.
put numbers to it.
Yeah.
I'm a
Numbers.
This
Nerd.
is language, not maths.
nerd.
All right.
Not
This ain't maths.
So as you'll notice, guys, every time that MPL PH stops and ends, concludes, so is our brain power.
Yeah.
So this is us trying our best to muster everything that we know about MLBB and make a podcast. But we're gonna do it with the influence of SIP purified water. Just kidding. Okay, so we have to talk about whatever happened in the playoffs. So far, I guess the natural response of the people is that this is one of the most one-sided playoffs. It started to be as very one-sided as everybody just thinks that it will be TLPH.
Yep.
I personally felt like the biggest surprises happened in the days prior to the finals,
Oh,
right?
for sure.
So, as much as we want to celebrate TLPH winning, and I'm glad that they did, I think we kind of predicted it to happen. Even somebody asked me backstage before it started what I think will be the score and the results will be. I said 4-2 TLPH, and
Same.
it literally happened. I think that everybody kind of thinks that way, especially because, and by the way, this is just massive credit to TLPH as an organization. They made this happen, and that's the reason why it was one-sided. But I cannot say that that the entire playoffs was boring or predictable because, man, that was one of the best 4-day stretches of MLBB that we've seen, right?
Yeah, I mean, like the best stories aren't only the ones with the good endings. Even though this ending was expected for many, it was the story that was written heading into the ending, which made the journey all worth it.
Yeah. The way that I can actually describe this is it's like a Game of Thrones series where the best episode is always episode 9.
Yeah.
So in our case, it's 4. It's episode 4. The climax is the 4th day.
I like the fact that we defaulted to English.
Oh yeah, we did. But was 4th day the actual best day?
That was best. That was the BO7.
Yeah.
My best day was day
Onyx
1.
on it.
I agree.
My best day was day 1. In terms of MLBB like appreciation, I appreciated the grand finals because it's super high level.
Yes.
But when it comes
correct.
to like entertainment, I would actually prefer day 1.
Yeah, for me, day 1 and day 3, only because I
day
feel
3,
like that Liquid Onyx series could have gone to 5.
Basically, the days where TL didn't play.
No, Liquid Onyx.
Day 3.
Yeah, upper bracket finals. Yeah.
But day 4 was also good.
It,
Like that was Falcons versus
Again,
Onyx.
TL didn't play.
oh, yeah.
Yeah. However, there is a big highlight in day number 3. Was it? Yeah, I think mainly because of that Sanji read on the Lui, the fact that Lui was played, and the fact that Onic, after Team Liquid just 3-0'd, was it Team Falcons?
Yeah.
Was it?
Oh no.
It wasn't.
No. It was Omega.
Yeah, after that 3-0 against Omega, which was all one-sided, and then of course, Team Onic Philippines almost didn't make it. It was 5 games versus Aurora, a team that's also struggling. My brain automatically defaulted into Team Liquid will just destroy Onic Philippines. It's like what is in my head, right? So I didn't expect it to be close. That's why day 3 is special to me, because we saw how Onic Philippines brute forced their way into 4 games, almost won game number 4. Had it not been for the Loye battle of Sanji versus, I mean, it's not a Loye battle, but it was like Sanji versus Super Friends. Kung ikaw ay lalaki o may kilala kang lalaki na nagmamatter sa'yo, may bad news ako sa'yo. Alam niyo ba na may passive ang mga lalaki? Mas mataas kasi ang chance na magkaroon ng dandruff ang scalp ng mga lalaki. Passive natin to at wala tayong magagawa kung hindi mag-play around sa extra oil at extra sweat na meron tayo. Buti na lang, tulad sa Mobile Legends, meron pang counterplay. Parang magbibuild ka ng specific na item para ma-counter ang problema sa in-game. Hindi na kasi pwedeng basic na lang yung shampoo na gagamitin ninyo. Dapat high level at specific ang targeting. Try Clearman. Inaral kasi nila to ng maigay base sa passive nating mga lalaki. Kaya naman outplayed agad natin ang dandruff. Clinically proven sa anti-dandruff technology. Designed para sa extra damage ng oil sa mga scalp ng mga lalaki. Deep cleansing at long-lasting pa ang freshness na aabot hanggang sa late game. Kung gusto mo ng presko at mabango ka sa mahabang gaming sessions at kung ayaw mong mapahiya sa kaduo o sa kasquad mo, ito na ang best na item build para sa'yo. Try Clearman today. Remember, the reason why I like Season 15 so much is because also of the Louis that was being contested by the 2 best Louis players that we have in the league, which is crazy. And that read, I think I also mentioned it in because I was casting. I also mentioned it like, okay, there's a read that Sanji was doing, and they caught it, and then the JP Cho shutting down all them haters, dude. Okay,
Them mechanics.
I don't think it's just even the mechanics anymore. It's like there's something about the best Cho players, especially JP, the way he just sees the game.
Yeah.
Like you could see where exactly in the river, where exactly in the jungle he'll start charging up his Jeet Kune Do because he knows like the distance. Like if ever there's something to check there, or if ever he knows here's a read that he can max out the flicker Jeet Kune Do. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I've always been very vocal about JP's Cho ever since. Like people regard Yaoi as like the best Cho player. Like when you talk about like primes, he's the best Cho player. But for me, like when you say like good Cho players, it has to like last for a while. And JP's Cho's always been up there, and it never like had a phase where it's bad, it's terrible. In fact, in a meta game where there's a lot of like heroes that don't really care about Cho's presence because there's a lot of like Hylos, Gatot, he can still pull out the Cho. In fact, one of the most successful Cho in the regular season was JP.
The regular season of this season. And remind me, was it season 7 or 9 or it's either 7, 8 or 9, but probably 7, where
he moved to Rome.
And then
it was 7.
That's when he was.
He played the Cho twice.
Yeah,
and then afterwards it got banned.
Jawhead.
He spammed the Jawhead because the Cho was being banned all the time against him, and I think it's because of his understanding of the game itself, not just only the pure mechanics of it all. Especially that last game against Onic when they went for the Cho up against Louis, and the reason why
Red for Cho, by the way.
Yeah,
crazy.
Red for Cho indeed. The reason why Carl TZ mounted his comeback, they started it with that clash in the mid lane where he caught the best target possible, which was the Louis, right? Because remember, when there are setup heroes, especially pick-off heroes like Kaja, your Cho, there's always that conversation that's happening in the game during amongst the players where, okay, literally they're gonna ask who's the best target here, who's the quote unquote right target. Actually, that's the term that they're using, the right target, because sometimes during a Lord dance, the right target you would think is the jungler, especially if it's like a Lancelot or a Hayabusa. But you end up losing the team fight because you try to get the Hayabusa. You get the Hayabusa, but you get destroyed by a Farsa, for example.
You get counter-engaged by Yuzong.
Counter-engaged by Yuzong. So sometimes even a Gatot Kacha could be the quote-unquote right target. And I think, of course, it changes in each scenario. In that specific scenario, the right target and the only valid target for a kick with the flicker was Super Prince with the Louis, and he got it. That's in the middle. They haven't mounted their comeback yet during that time, so he was able to kick Super Prince in the middle. God, I should have set up the laptop, but
it's fine.
It's fine.
You can edit
Just you use your no, there's no editing here, bro. Just kidding. But yeah, just imagine, right? Use your imagination. Does that happen?
Oh, you have a laptop. What the?
Yeah, I mean,
What the hell?
Yeah, you guys can just talk, and then I can tell people like what time frame.
Yeah, what's
up for.
I mean, I don't have to visualize. Like, it's still fresh.
It's still fresh. It's fresh in your head, right?
It's
Because
fresh as hell.
you get the kick onto Super Prince. You get a Maniac on a 0-4 Lancelot for Kautis.
0-5.
Was
he
it
was 5 already. He was 5
Yeah,
already
0-5.
at that point.
0-5 already. Onyx were leading. They were already sieging bottom. They transitioned into the mid lane.
Was 7K,
remember
right?
this.
7K goal lead.
Somewhere along those lines. They kill Super Prince, and then it was a snowball afterwards. You give 2 shutdowns to the GOAT, and all of a sudden, everything that you did in the early stages were erased.
Yeah.
But that doesn't stop there. Onyx still tried to solve it with their teleports, with their diversion plays.
Yeah.
So
11:43.
there you go.
Game number 4.
Okay, play it. Play it, Jamie.
Yeah, play it.
Make me liquid.
All right. That's okay. I'll just put it in post.
Yeah. I can remember that. I can remember that sequence.
Yeah, because they were coming from a base siege. And then they were able to bring Brusco down because I think Sanji
crazy RWM actually.
Yeah.
It was a good play from Onyx too. Like if they caught Liquid off guard, imagine if the Eve didn't use the RWM, then they could have just set up know, a good fight, and then Super Prince would have been able to like land massive dualities.
Of course.
Yeah, but I think the only problem there was that Liquid already saw it coming.
Yeah.
That's
the
also
perfect
one thing.
match of the Atlas. He was like, okay, he's looking to set.
That's also one thing.
I wanted to bring this up actually for this podcast specifically. Like the reason why Liquid is able to make plays like that is because they don't essentially play their game. Liquid's play style is they play their enemy's game. Like they read the move of their enemy. Like imagine like it's like they're playing 3D chess, right? Like they make some move and then they know how the enemy's gonna react. So they're already like moving one step ahead of you. And even if you have tempo, they know because this is one of the most stacked team in history. And I feel like if you ask Liquid, what do you think the plays are in a specific moment, they can identify like at least 2 to 3 plays, right? And I feel like for Liquid, that also applies for their enemy. Like they know if the enemy can make a play, and then they read through it. That's why even the TP from Louis was negated, because if I was Sanji, I'm pretty sure I'll be TPing here. That's why when the camera panned out to mid lane. Shout out to the camera guy, by the way. So good.
The observer,
the observer. When they panned out, there was a freaking void crystal waiting for it to activate, and he just waited for like the Louis vision, like the diversion TP. So it was crazy to me when I saw the Atlas perfect match. I was like, oh can I curse?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Good play from Onyx, because that's like a window where they can actually punish. But then Sanji was like, nope. I've read through that. You're gonna go and set, and even through the Infinix real beat. I'm not even gonna try. Beast mode cooling mic check. I don't know. They were like asking each other, "Can we go? Can we go?" And then when they saw the perfect match, concealed Atlas, by the way, Sanji was like, "Oh, here."
Yeah.
So they were just ready, and then they read through it, and then that's one part of Liquid's gameplay. Like they just read you like a book. Second of all, my problem with Liquid, because it's a bit annoying for me, because like, how do you freaking beat this team? Because it feels like,
can I taste this?
It feels like they have 5 perfect players. You know, like they just know what to do in a game. You don't have to like communicate. Oh, JP do this. Oh, you guys do this. They just know, and it's a matter of like asking a question. Can we go? And JP signaled that, and then when they went in, Sanford immediately went back line.
Yeah.
If you hear a call like can we go, usually people would just default to like engage. Even if Ovius would jump the Louis, but he was like, no, that's not my job. Let me go deal with the Claude.
Yeah.
5 perfect players.
Yeah. Well, the
my term would be complete. Sorry.
Complete.
Yeah, complete rather than perfect.
Yeah.
So the problem with that initiation was first Teddy got the sidestep with just his basic dash, the fatal links. So that was problem number 1. Problem number 2 was Sanford went in, but then he went in as Savera was doing Blazing Duet. So his Blazing Duet ended early because of the Dark Wave.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, well, y'all remember what happened after that.
Lancelot.
TLPH turnaround.
Okay, so
Crazy.
again, Onyx Philippines, after this play, although they lost the entire lead that they have and the momentum was there for TLPH, there's still a play that they can do. And they did go for the diversion play from the bottom, which I felt like, with all due fairness, I think it's easy to read for us Loyi main because if you don't know what you would do if you're a Loyi main, it's like you kind of know the limits of the hero, which bushes you can actually
the range. The range.
Yes, the range. And Sanji was in the perfect bush to put his Nova, I think is what it's called, second skill.
Yeah.
And then you put it down. You still have plenty of time to wait for the teleport to eventually come through.
Mm-hmm.
And then you press it again so that it will spread to the floor, right? So that's the second skill.
The Void Crystal.
The Void Crystal. There you go. So it's a Nova. It's not Crystal Nova.
Yeah.
Wait, no,
It's
they had no info. That was just a good read by Liquid.
No. So they knew Onyx was headed to bot lane because from Liquid's perspective, Onyx has to reset tight lane.
Yes.
Wait, is this the Post Lord? Wait, which player?
The
It was
bottom
last
lane.
fight. It was
The last fight.
the last fight.
The
Oh,
TP.
yeah.
The TP.
The TP after
From the
Lord.
bottom. From the bottom.
So
Yeah.
people just usually fight for opposite lane, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the Liquid got left
I think they
side.
pushed as well.
Yeah. No, they just knew.
Yeah, they
Not,
got
not,
left
not
side.
that one. Not
This one?
Yeah.
Not this one.
Oh, okay.
So the last fight, like remember the Louis TP,
Mhm.
Liquid was holding left side, and it's like freaking common sense for them that Onyx is gonna be on right side.
Yeah.
And then Sanji was in mid controlling like TP
okay,
bushes.
So here you go. So put it back a bit before that. There you go. So
Yeah,
I
so
think
the
there was a
Void
push.
Crystal.
Yep. So the Claude was there, and you know that the teleport is coming. To be fair, I think this is just a reposition. This is what I even called. This is my call during the game, that this was just a reposition, because I feel like that's literally what Onyx wants to do.
Yeah.
They obviously want to get stragglers. They will get pickoffs if they can, but that's not the main goal here. They just want to fix their long lane, and then reposition into that bush. That's the farthest they can go. And I think that Prince also called that he had the Winter Crown.
Yeah.
Because again, in relation to what JP was able to achieve in mid, few minutes prior to that, we talked about how good of a target the Louis is.
Yeah.
So he knew that the way for them to make it very awkward for JP is to dodge it with the to dodge the Cho with the Winter Crown.
Crown,
And
yeah.
he did. Super Prince was successful in doing so. In fact, they were already winning.
Yeah.
But then their nature as a team to clump up together, form their box, kind of bit them in the end. This is like it's like second nature to them.
Yeah. I mean,
To
be fair,
put themselves in a box.
yeah, that sequence was almost perfect for Onyx.
Yes.
Like it was almost perfect. But
Yes.
it's not their fault that they clumped up because, like, you know, it's perfectly normal. Wait for the Cho immortality,
Yeah.
and the Phoebus cannot come.
Yeah.
But again, you have to like give credit to Liquid. They just know how team fights go.
Yeah.
They know when they're supposed to go all in. Do we do soft commit? Soft commit is like, I can go, but I'm not gonna use everything. So Sanford stepped back for a bit.
Step back.
Mhm.
No Phoebus will do that, by the way.
Yep.
He had a passive.
Yep.
Usually with Phoebus would just be, I jump. As long as I have passive, I jump, right? But he stepped back because he knows, like, we don't have Cho, and Teddy's not in a good position. Kaltizi like also escape, use the ult out.
Yeah, it was really low.
Yeah, so he had to step out, and then he played the perfect re-engage. So
Ooh,
this is
5
why,
man.
this is why I again for me, like, Liquid's
If
so absurd. Like, it's absurd how good they are, because these things, it's very intellectual. You know, like, you cannot teach these things, like how to fight properly. It's unteachable, basically. It's player's instinct. So at that moment, even Onyx knew, like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
We got outplayed so damn good.
And
they were laughing. They were laughing in the player camps.
Yeah. And I think another MVP, another, runner-up to the MVP of that fight was eventually Sanji as he flickered to the backside.
Yeah.
Instead of keeping his flicker for saving, he went forward because he knew that they had to go all in. And he targeted Super Fins once again.
Yeah.
They knew that the best target in this scenario is Super Fins.
Yeah.
Of course, the Claude is a good target, but the Claude will always dodge them. Saver is pretty good. And it's not worth it to overcommit. You just have to eliminate one of the biggest damage dealers, which in this case is Louis. Especially because of their composition that they also kind of want to go in together. The duality passive will deal so much damage, super annoying. So they had to eliminate Super Fins in this case. So yeah, great target acquisition, great it's not even the acquisition, what do you call it? Targeting basically.
They just got outplayed straight up.
Yep.
King Kong was laughing after that game. Like if I was trying to imagine, like, if I was in that scenario, you there's not a chance you get disappointed from that from the outcome of the game, because what do you do? Like you've handed her the game, you're controlling everything, and you just lost team fights. It's not even like, oh, we lost team fights because we played it poorly. They played it decent. In fact, if you play it out again, they did all their jobs properly.
I agree.
It's just that Liquid is damn better. Like, they're so damn better.
What made it even sweeter is that this is a team, Onyx Philippines is a team that was struggling a little bit, but eventually were able to come back and gather themselves and eventually become a contender. I felt like they were an actual contender.
Yeah.
And it was the road to Paris. They have secured their tickets to Paris after that. So that was such a great series. The post-game interview was phenomenal.
Grand finals. The actual grand finals.
The actual grand finals. Of course. So yeah, I think I was also duly impressed about what Omega was able to show us up against Falcons.
Yeah, they got a game.
Got a game against Falcons. Almost won. I think there was there were a few chances that they've had in game number 4 up against Team Falcons, but I think there was such a big gap when it comes to how deep their strategy pool is. I don't know if you feel the same way. Like for Omega, their players are good. I think that they can execute it, but in general, they're just not as prepared as the top 3 teams are when it comes to the amount of strategies that you have. Because I felt like I was still disappointed about their leaderboard, unfortunately. But I've seen a lot of improvements, but unfortunately it doesn't work.
That's not it, Unc.
Yeah, it's not it. And unfortunately, there were so many new heroes that developed in the last... They did have a Atlas Eve. Were they the team that... or was it Onyx? That went for Atlas Eve?
Falcons had it.
Yeah.
Falcons had it. Onyx had it.
I think it was Falcons Onyx.
Omega also had it. Omega
also had game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was that, and then there was the Paquito, Benedetta, Esmeralda triangle that we've seen as well, and then eventually the Fredrins and
welcome back.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
It's actually really cool. I thought we had the drafts read out, but then those heroes popped up. Carrie ended up making a comeback because of Fred and the other heroes. Yeah. The Esme, Paquito that we mentioned. It made things a little bit more interesting than I thought it would.
Yeah.
But it also just showed off how fucking busted Paquito is, man.
Yeah.
That needs to get nerfed.
Yes.
It's so messed up.
Yes, 100%. I think that in the grand finals, the first pick Paquito won twice back to back, right? Yep. And the Esmeralda was not enough. And they ended up banning it, and then they won back to back with it. By banning it, I mean.
With the Paquito not going to them anymore.
And then they let it go game 4.
Game 4.
That's why. You already saw that
big
Paquito was a problem, then why?
Game 5.
Oh, yeah, game 5.
Game 5, right.
Yeah,
in exchange for a Fredrin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a good trade.
Nope.
In hindsight, of course.
In hindsight, yeah. Like strategically, in terms of drafting, like if you're Falcons, you wanted to do at least something about the Fredrin. Because it felt like the Paquito was only enabled by utility junglers, and then you find out Liquid doesn't fucking care. As long as they get their heroes, doesn't matter.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's gonna be like if Paquito is left completely like untouched heading into MSC, that needs to be something that teams need to deal with. And I'm not just saying it's a Liquid thing. I think for majority of teams, just don't let the Paquito go.
When is MSC again? Is it end of July?
It's mid-July.
Mid-July. Oh, you have plenty of time.
Yeah, we have plenty of time.
Because you'll have to wait for MPL ID to finish for you to have a big patch whatsoever.
So the thing is, currently there's no news about any Paquito nerfs. That's the you know.
Yeah,
the,
not
the
even
question
an
mark.
advanced server. Yeah.
So maybe after MPL ID ends, we hope the developers are watching how busted the hero is, because I honestly think it's game changing. Like literally, it's not even about like meta game. It changes how freaking the game dynamics, the map movements are done in MLBB. Because now suddenly you can play two side lanes, which is absurd in MOBA. Like usually you'd have to build good comps to play two side lanes. Now you pick Paquito, then free two side lanes.
When you say two side lanes, you mean two strong side lanes.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like a Teresa with damage. It's ungankable, doesn't lose matchups, and it becomes a carry, which is so absurd. It's a game design problem, honestly. It's like Suyo 2.0.
Yeah. It's Benedetta, but tankier in a way.
Yeah.
More reliable. And with a ton of stuns.
Yeah, it's not dependent on having a battle spell to work. Because Benedetta needs the Petrify.
Yeah.
Paquito just needs Paquito.
It's an Apex Predator and next feeling.
Yeah, exactly.
And we'll surely see that in MPL Malaysia that's coming, and then MPL Indonesia.
Yeah. MPL Malaysia is happening right now as we record this.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about some of the awards that were given, but let's give our own awards.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So if you were to pick your mythical 5, your first 5 players, Team A. First team is what they call it?
All-Star
Team 1. All right, let's build our All-Star Team 1. Obviously from the start of the regular season up until should we include the playoffs?
Yes.
Okay, let's include the playoffs.
Yes.
All right, so do you have your
I have my 5.
Okay, who's your 5?
So it's Carl TZ, jungle. XP Sanford. My mid would still be Sanji. Rome JP.
Yeah.
And then, it's almost Liquid. But my golden would be Savero.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, that's supposed to be an S, but I got it wrong. But yeah, Savero.
Yeah, Savero.
Okay.
Same. Pretty much same.
Pretty much the same.
Yeah.
All right. I think for the... You know what? No, I can't justify...
Kind of hard to argue.
It's really hard to change anything, especially the Rome and the jungle role is undeniably for both of them.
Yes.
Unfortunately, unfortunately for Haji, and who's like the second best mid laner, I feel like, amongst all of the mid laners that perform, Sanji just cemented his greatness and being the top one in the mid lane in week 7, 8, and then this playoffs.
Yes.
Undeniably perfect gameplay. So I would go Sanji. And now Sanford also cemented his worth. Undisputed in the playoffs. But then if you look back all throughout the season, of course Flap had a lot of moments, but Sanford was let's just say 95% more reliable.
Yeah.
And 95% reliable, whereas like Flap is like maybe 70 or 80, which is also high, but Sanford's just cleaner with it.
By far the biggest XP differential performance out of all seasons.
In the playoffs.
I feel like,
In the playoffs.
I think overall. Yeah, by far, like the biggest XP difference.
Like 1-to-1, like 1-on-1.
Yeah, like overall performance, like lane to lane, pressure on map, ability to make plays, and versatility. My guy can play Uranus.
Yeah. Can play Freya for like He did play Freya.
Play Freya, yeah.
Okay, but he cannot. He just can't win with us, Sanford.
Oh wait, no, he broke team.
He broke the League Pit
RG win streak. You guys were 11-0?
11-0, brother.
And then Sanford joined you guys.
11-1.
And that's why
it's called the Four Horsemen.
Yeah.
It's not one horseman.
It's Sanford.
What if that?
But yeah,
one,
I think
one horseman ain't enough to carry Team Ligpit.
all right. So that's one. And then Savero not only proved himself during the regular season, freaking overperformed honestly in the playoffs. Not in a bad way. But yeah, he was
he was
freaking
my
nuts.
standout gold laner. Dude was
He might
Standard Emas.
All right. Here's an argument.
What?
Savero might have been the best player in the whole playoffs.
No.
I think that still has to go to 4D.
Kalti,
Yeah.
4D?
I think
4D or Carl.
Yeah,
I think I would
Carl.
choose
Yeah.
Carl TZ.
So
It's Carl Sanford, then Savero.
yeah, I think for me, Sanford Carl is kind of like super close.
Mhm.
Like,
Okay.
it's based like the difference will come from like personal preference, but I do agree Sanford is Savero's up there. Like he outperformed almost every single person.
All right.
in playoffs.
I think the three of them are very close. Like Sanford, let's just say you say that Cartesi's performance is as good as Sanford's by
Yeah.
just a small margin.
Small margin.
Let's say 1%.
Yeah.
And that I can also say the same for Savero. Like if Sanford is 100,
Cartes is
Cartes is
99.99%.
99.99,
Like germs.
and then it's like Savero's like 99.6,
I would say 98.99.
98. All right.
Like super close.
Yeah.
Y'all putting in decimals. I'm just saying.
It's not
He's up there.
Is that the
Y'all in your.
He just
freaking
wants to like justify how close it is.
decimals.
No, it's I think it's pretty
It's
close.
super close, yeah.
Especially because of the situation that he is in.
Yeah.
Literally carrying a lot of the members of Onyx Philippines.
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised about King Kong's performance this playoffs. There were so many good moments for Kirk, but he's not as consistent.
Kirk.
Let's just forget the Edith.
Yeah.
I know the Edith
it was up against Sanford.
Yeah. He wasn't Mr. 50-50, but he was more like Mr. 70-30.
Okay, so I'm a defend Kirk a bit because it was the only game he played horrible was against Liquid.
the Edith.
Yeah, and it was against Paquito. So
I agree.
I cannot count that game. But overall, playoffs was Kirk's redemption.
Even in their
I agree.
opener against Aurora, he had like
Yes.
he had 1 or 2 games.
The
where-
Lapu-Lapu game?
Was it the Lapu-Lapu game? The
There
one
was a
where-
Lapu-Lapu game which was phenomenal.
Yeah, he popped off.
No, I'm trying to think of the game that.
I think you're looking at the warm-up games.
Yeah, no, but on Onyx
We
versus
call it the
Aurora,
one-
he had the one game
Yeah.
we were just like,
Yeah, yeah.
Kirk, what's going on, bro?
Yeah,
I remember what you mean. Yeah, I think was that not the Edith?
It was
No,
that
no.
and another
Oh.
one. There was
Liquid
one
was
more.
up against the Edith was up against Liquid.
I'm thinking if it was the first time he picked Paquito.
I think it was the first Paquito, but only the first few
Paquito
minutes.
game.
Yeah, but only the first few minutes.
I think that he
Yeah.
recovered in the late game because
Yeah,
eventually he was a
yeah.
problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I called
Yeah.
it the warm-up game because
Oh yeah, that's
I
the
was
warm-up.
I was very honest with it on broadcast. Like I was like,
Yeah.
what the hell is happening in the first 2 games, guys? It's playoffs, and then
Alright.
game 3, game 4. Okay,
Yeah.
MPL Philippines, welcome back.
Okay. Going back to awards. So we have our mythical 5 because I agree. I don't think that there's a way. There is no other way for me to justify other people going in there. The 5 that we mentioned were just phenomenal all throughout the season and even in the playoffs. Let's talk about the regular season MVP, which I think we should not talk about because I mean, come on,
easy,
man.
Carl.
There's
Next.
no question. Next.
The list goes on.
All right, so here we go. The most improved player, I think, was the most talked about outside of MPL. When I see the groups, they were talking about the most improved player, which they felt like it was not the best selection.
I have to
Who was
agree. It was Haji.
Haji.
Because I think Haji has always had that dog in him. And remember we talked
Okay.
about Haji before, about him being the guy that he just needed to be in the good system or the perfect system. Because he's the perfect piece, but just in the wrong system.
Wrong puzzle.
Oh, there's the wrong puzzle. Yeah, in
Yeah.
the wrong puzzle. I think if for me my most improved players would have to be one of the Omega boys.
Oh.
It would either have to be
Ryzen or James.
Ryzen or James. Oh no, not Ryzen. Netsky, bro.
Okay.
Because it was this season that really built Netsky as a star again, and that wasn't because of just like his quotes.
Yeah,
I mean that added to it 100%, but it was his game, it was his gameplay, and then James getting more eyes, and us being able to put in that definitive point that you, as long as we were saying in the English broadcast in season 16, just go with James. And then that started to click much better with the system around Mingwin, around Perks, around Ryzen. Yeah, big game James. So I think it would have to be one of the mega boys for me.
I don't know. It was super easy for me, honestly. I'm most improved. I don't even know what the base criteria is for most improved, but for me, it was super easy because this guy underperformed hella last season. Kyle from Falcons, yeah. Because when I look at underperformance, when I look at improvement, right? Like you have to have a good baseline. And Kyle today versus Kyle last season is day and night. Like Kyle, we all know what happened with the Falcons last season, right? Like there's no sugarcoating when I say like Kyle was underperforming all throughout season 16. Like it came to a point where the discussion is Kyle is dragging Falcons down, and then season 17 came in. Oh my lord! Welcome back, Kyle TZ without the TZ.
Yeah.
Right. He was like carrying. He was essentially Falcons Kyle TZ.
Okay.
Right. So for me, it was easy. Most improved, Kyle.
Yeah. There was a lot of bias for me, and my answer will always be James because of how impressed I was on his performance. And I think relative to how he was performing all throughout the season 16 and all throughout the regular season of season 17, there were so many times where he's the anchor of the team and was easily the reason why they were winning, right? Of course, Netsky and Perks and Mingwin also share their part, Ryzen as well. But I think like when you compare the performance of James in season 17 compared to season 16, it's easy to justify him being the most improved, right? And the reason why some people don't like Haji winning it is because of the baseline where you already knew how good Haji was. And people are discounting the fact that he underperformed as well in Omega
last season.
That's why, like the points of improvement where you're just looking at Prime Haji compared to him now, which to be fair, I think Haji of now is
just reactivated.
Just reactivated Prime. That's why I felt like, although Haji has improved 100% and his gameplay is now exciting to watch out for, I don't think that he is quote unquote most improved. Yeah,
I don't fully agree with that sentiment as well. If people are thinking like, oh, it's because he was already a champion and a world champion. It's like, why do we have to give him the most improved? You definitely saw the improvement. Yeah. But like for us, relative
to the previous season.
To the previous season. Yeah. Just one other or in my case, two other guys stood out.
Yeah. But actually
case, it was Kyle.
Yeah, you know what? I'm on that boat. I still will pick James though, but I understand what you meant with Kyle because again, relative to the previous season, he has improved. And your answer was right.
Either James or Netsky.
Yeah. Of course, Netsky has improved, and what I like about Netsky is that he's also improving from week to week. In fact, and I'm glad that we saw. Like, I think playoffs was his best version. All throughout this whole season for Netsky.
He did play a lot of clots.
He did play a lot of clot.
We did mention.
Yeah,
Can't lose.
I think he played Moscow, right? And I think it was a phenomenal Moscow game from him as well. But it seems like they just can't make it to the finish line for whatever reason, and one of the reasons I can list down is the fact that they don't have the strategy pull to back.
Well, that's one. But this is always going to be my answer. Unfortunately, you're playing in PH. This is where the Titans live. This is where the Titans live. Man. This is where the super family resides. So kind of unfortunate, Like I always try to argue with people when they say, "Oh, this seems so bad." Dude, if this guy comes to your region, he's gonna wipe your ass. No, sorry, that's a bad phrase. He's gonna wipe. He's gonna slap your ass. Whoop your ass. What the hell? Hello.
Oh, what?
Was?
Wipe your eat.
Yeah.
Sure. Whoop your eat.
Okay. Yeah. Moving on.
Okay, moving on.
They're gonna whoop your ass. So they're not essentially a bad team. It's just that again, unfortunately, you're up against top 3 super family.
Yeah.
Titans, final boss.
Yeah. Okay. So that's I think that's most of the awards. I think rookie of the season. This is always This is always a discussion, but I don't think there were enough rookies.
No.
Yeah, because it was literally Daiki, Mingwin, Teddy.
Yeah. Teddy.
Saver. Wait, did we consider Savero a rookie?
I won't.
No, right?
No,
Because
no.
he already had
But it's
multiple-
fun. Like you technically can on paper because first MPL PH
first MPL
appearance.
PH,
Yeah.
but he's already part of MPL.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Teddy's for sure.
The reason why it's always weird is because we are doing 2 seasons a year, so it's like it's weird. When is your actual rookie
Yeah.
season?
This might be controversial, but I
Ooh,
think
I like it.
if I could have voted, I would have voted for Mingwin as rookie of the season,
Okay.
only because of the weight of the captaincy as a rookie.
Ah.
First rookie season MPL PH as the captain, one of the
That's a
most
good point,
vocal.
If I were to choose between Daiki, Tracy, Mingwin,
and Teddy.
and Teddy, I would pick Mingwin despite regardless. I mean, even without my knowledge of him being the captain, like if you never told me that he is the
Gameplay alone.
captain, his gameplay alone, it's because, well, obviously week 1 and 2 was forgettable for Mingwin.
Skip.
Yeah, skip. I think it was his warm up week. I think that those 2 weeks are enough for you to argue that Teddy or Tracy had a better start. Had a better case for the rookie of the season. Unfortunately for Mingwin because of those 2 weeks, but weeks 3 onwards, Mingwin was phenomenal because I see the gameplay and I always see that he is that kind of guy who is intentional with his moves. Like there's always an idea, know how he plays, and that's also the reason why you can see that he is a captain because you feel it. It's like a non-verbal cue for you. You know that he is actually leading the team with it. That's why I feel like he's good. And then picks up the Selena, freaking amazing with it.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for reminding me. That's also what solidified in my head. If there was a rookie of the season award, I'm giving it to this man. It was
Arguably best Selena player in the regular season.
That was a Selena Marcel game, right?
Yeah,
That was it. And then there were many good Eve games / moments. And most importantly, the Jushin. I think his mastery with the Jushin is it can be seen, and you can really appreciate what he is trying to do in a specific game. It's so methodical. That's why I like him personally. Unfortunately, we don't have an actual Rookie of the Season award. However, I don't know. It's hard to really put it and give it to Teddy, because at a certain point you'd argue, okay, was it his? Was it his own doing, or was it because of the Four Horsemen?
Like you could see the skills, but I feel like the weight of the who he is with is just the gravity of that is just way too strong. Well, for Omega, it's easier to make a case is because also add to the fact that he helped end their playoffs drought.
Yeah.
After how so many seasons. If you look at it from just like, even from a narrative perspective, it looks good. But objectively, also, Mingwin deserves it. Although I wouldn't have been mad if it was Teddy who ended up becoming named rookie of the season. If we ever had that award, I'd be like, all right, cool. Yeah. Cool, good for him, man. Like he deserves it too. But Mingwin was just special this season, man. And I hope Omega keep building around him.
I would have had the same answer if Day 5 didn't happen.
If Day 5 didn't happen. Because Teddy was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, his claw was so amazing last
No,
day.
wait. Are we talking about for the whole season or just regular season?
No. Yeah, Rookie of the season is like the entire season, right?
I don't know. For me, I think it's always just been regular season.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
if it's just regular season,
since we don't have the award anymore,
Yeah.
I can actually just use S17 as a baseline.
Oh, wait.
Because
So
for me, Rookie of the season has always been the entirety. Like
our Alamat Awards is on day 3, bro.
This is why I don't like not considering grand finals, because you talk about S17. What if they go to grand finals and then this guy just pops off?
Yeah.
Because they usually
No, I think because he does not watch he does not watch sports or basketball.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
But for me, in my head, when I judge players, it's all about the entire package, right? So since again we don't have the awards anymore, I will consider the grand finals.
Bunch of cavalry now just going, oh yeah, Coach Midnight is right. MPL should listen to Coach Midnight.
No. But again, if we're talking about just a regular season up until day 3, then Mingwin makes a strong case. But for me, day 5 Teddy was different.
Oh yeah.
Even then, like I always like argued about Teddy's like stance in Liquid, where people just keep saying, "Oh, he's just getting carried. He only has to do okay.
Yeah.
Just be stable.
Mhm.
Like just be steady, right?" And it's been like that for ever since he played for Liquid. But people don't understand how big of a pressure it is to play with Carl Tizzy, Sanford. You know what a good example of this argument would be? The viewers playing with Burrito during his live stream. They will fucking feel the pressure. Some of them will admit.
Oh, that's actually true. Yeah, that's actually
Some of
true.
them will admit. They will say, "Boss, kinakabahan kasi ako," or in English, "Boss, I'm super nervous," and they don't get to play the game. And then when they chill, they calm down. Now you see, oh, you're actually a good.
That's
player.
what I feel when I play with Midnight.
Same.
No pressure.
Yeah.
That's a good
So
joke,
much
but good example, right? Good
Wait,
example.
we were joking?
I wasn't joking, but
Yeah, but that's a good example, right? Like you sort of like have to consider that this exists. Like that will be a problem. And in Teddy's case, you have to play with the GOAT. You have to play with the Apex Predator. You have to play with Daddy JP, Sanji. And in an org such as like Liquid, very prestigious org, multiple achievements. The pressure is insane.
Yeah. He carried his weight because
He carried his weight.
in English. Once we isolated the broadcast. I also brought that up. The thing that Carl said during his little interview with you guys during the playoffs, where he felt like he needs to see more from Teddy. Like he hasn't carried yet. But then
And then you get the last little kick.
yeah, then it's scary in the grand finals. Then when you see the switch flick in Teddy, it's like this team is even more fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Now that he's carrying his ass off, like dude's going crazy.
You remember the Harith game?
that was
the Harith game.
I remember the Hearth game. I remember the Claude game.
Yes,
I remember a Moscow game.
Yes, sir.
And that he carried with.
Dude,
Yeah.
Teddy was. I feel like it was maybe even in the previous days where we saw Liquid play, you could see him being a little bit more aggressive, but he would get punished for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then now in the grand finals, that's when everything just clicks for Teddy, and it's like it really feels like maybe that got to him, or maybe that was already told to him by Carl.
Yeah.
It's like you could definitely give more.
Yeah.
Because dude was giving it his all in the grand finals.
Yeah.
Teddy was insane.
Yeah.
To be fair, I will never use the word Teddy being carried by Team Liquid because that's not what I felt about his performance. And maybe
for sure.
Maybe it's because I was able to cast his game during the Asian Games qualifiers, where he was actually instrumental to the win.
Yeah.
And that's why I called him the Steady Teddy. I called him Steady Teddy because he's actually reliable. And even Team Liquid, the way they described the way Teddy plays was, you don't have to really mind what he's doing because you know that he's doing a good job.
Yeah.
Granted, he's not flashy. And the reason why he's not carrying Carl Tizzy is because he didn't have to. Didn't have to. But when Carl Tizzy went 0-4, he stepped up.
0-5.
Yeah.
0-5. So what I'm saying is,
Teddy, we need you.
We need a gold lane. Yes, sir. Coming right up.
I've been steady. Time to be deadly.
to be fair, I think the meta game right now for gold laners is not laning stage centric. That's why we are not seeing anybody get dumpstered in the gold lane role as much as before. Unlike season 15, where you have to win the gold lane matchup, and some parts of season 16, I think, before the new maps, laning mattered so much. But I think right now, season 17, it does matter. But you, as a Claude, all you have to do is just wait for level 4, Blazing Duet.
You'll get your items.
Double lane when you can.
You know, the feeling when I'm watching and I'm casting Liquid games, it just feels like Teddy's just a Blazing Duet.
Yeah.
You know, like he farms, he pressures, but all he needs to do in a fight is just use Blazing Duet on back line and then get out. That's his job.
I think the reason why we're not saying that you weren't seeing Teddy carry Team Liquid in the regular season, and maybe day 1 and day 2, or day 2 and day 3 for Team Liquid, was because we are seeing gold laners actually carry it. I think we are just comparing him with how Netsky was able to make the plays to salvage a game for Omega. How even Nosha, there were games where Nosha was the actual reason. Yeah. And most importantly, with Savero and Super Marco, both of them actually carry the game. That's probably why we're not. We were never talking about how Team Liquid actually relies on Severo. And also because Team Liquid's wins are freaking dominant in the first few minutes. Like, how would you think? Why would you think about the gold lane when they are like 2-0 in the mid lane already?
That's the good argument. Like, he doesn't have to carry because the game's already done by minute 2.
Exactly.
And to be fair, in the games where he can actually carry, this is why I've always considered Teddy as a good baseline for gold lane. You don't have to like overstep your job, because if you get punished, then GG. The enemy can find a way to come back in the game. Maybe they get to punish Carl TZ and Sanford too. So he's just steady, because if something happens to Carl and Sanford, he's there. He's a backup plan, which primarily most goal laners are, until the team actually needs you.
Yes.
And for Team Liquid's case, they never needed a goal laner. It was primarily Carl, the 4 horsemen destroying the enemy, and then you have Teddy, who's just farming, using Blazing Duet. He doesn't have to like overstep. Because imagine if there's a game where he oversteps, he gets killed, and then Carl TZ dies too. Now suddenly your 8k gold lead goes down to 3k gold lead, and then the enemy gold laner gets to farm the game, and then you lose to like a freaking Savero Moscow, right? So he doesn't overstep his boundaries.
For sure.
That's number one. Point number 2, you also have to overshadow Sanford, Carl, Sanji, JP. That's freaking hard, dude. It's almost impossible. But then day 5 came. Grand finals. Teddy was like, Liquid, come with me. Play around me.
This is my moment.
Was
it Teddy with the with the that they edited with the
lying in a bed.
I think that was perfect.
Lying in a bed.
Perfect.
So I have so many pointers why Teddy, in my head, had such a wonderful Grand Finals performance. Number 1, that Claude Maniac goes to show that if I was Teddy, Carl, I finally carried you. The direct answer to the Carl TZ interview.
Exactly.
Second of all, the Harriet game. Oh my lord. Destroyed Flap, destroyed Falcons, controlled Lord Dance by himself alone. So damn good. 3, my first time seeing Super Macro get out team fighted in a fight. Usually it's the other way around. Marco finds a way to shut down enemy goal laners. Good positioning, good team fighting.
What game was this?
Game 3, I think, the Harris game, or was it game 2?
Oh, it's same. We're talking about the same.
But in general, it's my first time feeling like, because when I watch Falcons and Super Marco's gonna join the team fight, in my head, okay, this is gonna turn. Like Super Marco will find a good angle, and he always does. He cannot do that against Teddy. Teddy's always like in good position, very dominant in the front line, even with heroes like Claude. Usually it's the other way around. Like we saw it against Onyx, where Super Marco outperformed Savero. Even up against who's their first match? Their second match.
Onyx.
Their second match. Omega. No, Falcons.
Falcons' second match was
Omega, right? Lower bracket.
Lower bracket.
Yeah. Super Marco kept finding like good team fights against Netsky, even with Blazing Duets.
Yes.
And then Teddy came in. He was like, "No, I out team fight you."
I get what you mean. It's like he's
very hard to punish.
He's no longer a passenger to this freight train. Although he's a reliable
passenger,
not even a passenger. I think he's like the 5th guy in a freaking cavalry or something. Like, imagine that.
He's like a passenger with good passive income, and when your car if your car breaks down, he gets to fix it.
Sure. I'll just yes and that.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
By the way, we have an inside joke. It's not yes and, it's yes.
Yes.
Anyway, brother. So we're talking about we set aside that for Teddy. I think he carried his weight. But for all y'all Teddy haters or doubters out there, if you want
so
an early proof of how good Teddy was, watch the Asian Games qualifiers again, because he was damn reliable in that years. And the Claude, of course.
The Claude games.
I mean, all right. I think at a certain point, it's the opposing team's fault. Actually, to allow the Claude to be first picked and not answer it.
To be fair, I do think it's a valid strategy.
It is a strategy, and Team Liquid will keep on doing that.
Yes.
Until you solve it.
No, but You also have to understand the enemy's perspective, right? You ban let's say you ban a Cloud. Sure, they first pick Harriet. What the fuck? Again, Liquid doesn't care.
Matchup. Okay, so we're just gonna have to settle with somehow getting the Eve, somehow getting the carry with us too.
Yeah, do we go Moscow? Do we play lead game against Liquid? Are you sure, coach?
We tried to go fighter, but the Freya most likely got banned out. Yeah,
doesn't matter. Right?
There was a team that actually, I think there was a team that made Teddy or made the Teddy Claude bleed.
Yeah, he lost twice in the playoffs. I think
it was actually
the first loss. The first two
Tonic.
losses. Yeah.
Tonic. It was a Moscow. When we were already hyping the Yisun last pick. Everybody in the whole arena. When that Moscow was picked, it's like here's the thing. Right? I don't know if you heard it in the live broadcast, but when the Moscow was picked, everybody went, "Oh, I'm not kidding! It actually happened."
I removed my headset. Yeah.
It was game 6.
I removed my headset and I started shouting.
No. It was Onyx versus Liquid. So it was game 4.
When Severo picked the Claude.
No, I think
game 3.
It was game 3. They won. They won
with the Moscow.
Yeah. The Moscow. Last pick Moscow.
You were doing the panel, right?
No, I was in. No, I wasn't.
Okay, so I listened to the audience. I was chanting Yi Sun Shin.
Yeah, everybody was
Yi Sun Shin, and then people were like going Yi Sun Shin.
Yeah,
and then when the Moscow was picked,
By the way,
still won though.
If that Yi Sun Shin was the last pick,
Moscow.
Actually, if the Yi Sun Shin was last pick, because the draft for the draft battle was written.
You mean the content?
The content was written during the player summit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean the draft.
The draft.
Yeah. And up until that point, it wasn't accurate. But game number 4, it was like 80% accurate.
Oh, you mean the picks?
The picks, everything, every single thing, except the Yuzhong, and then the actual Moscow, which was written as Yi Sun Shin.
Yeah.
But of course, I mean, let's be honest, Yi Sun Shin would have.
At least he's the only guy with 100% win rate on his prime.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Teddy lost with his Cloud twice.
And the first one was against
Severo. And Severo's record is still 100% on Yi Sun Shin.
Yi Sun Shin.
God damn.
Yeah, but
I'm a Severo glazer now, by the way.
Had he chosen the Yi Sun Shin, actually he would have lost. In that game.
You never know.
You never know.
We said that so many times in the regular season. Oh, they pick Yi Sun Shin. This fucking pick, and then they still end up winning.
True. All right. Yeah. So enough about Teddy. We know that he's good and he carried his weight, and we think that Team Liquid has a bright future ahead of them with Severo on the gold lane.
What?
And
Onyx.
Sorry, Onyx.
Teddy as a.
And also Teddy.
Yeah.
Also Teddy. But Severo.
He's a Severo glazer now.
No, I think there was this message from King Kong.
Okay.
And it was heartfelt. He said somewhere along the lines of, if there is anyone who deserves it, who deserves EWC, be part of EWC more than anyone else, it's Severo because of his sacrifices.
Yeah.
Had to really just say yes to everything. And all right, hey Severo, in 2 days you'll be flying. Or that's not the actual thing, by the way. I'm just saying. Just imagine. Yeah. In X amount of days you'll be flying to the Philippines because you're now their gold laner. I know you don't know Filipino, but you gotta do it.
Wasn't even asked.
Yeah.
Do you want to go fly to PH? No, it wasn't even asked. You fly to PH.
Yeah. Somewhere along those lines.
Yo, Severo, Kelra's coming over. You gotta go there now, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that's how it went, but you know.
Yeah. So imagine being in that position, but still being so good that you are now considered the best gold laner in the Philippines as an Indonesian, and the GOAT himself.
Yeah.
Carl TZ says that you are actually the best
gold.
Not gonna lie, it's quite weird saying this, but I don't think MPL Philippines is willing to let Severo go.
I hope not. Can we keep him forever now?
This is
Can he just be Filipino now?
Yeah, this is a clapback against the imports. You keep stealing our players. Let us keep Severo.
Yeah. I doubt though. I mean, if I'm an Indonesian organization and I'm just thinking, like just using my brain power.
No, but they already have Kelra.
No, not only Onyx.
No, it doesn't have to be Onyx who gets him.
Doesn't have to be Onyx.
Other org might.
Will Onyx sell? That's the question. Because Onyx PH gets to have a say in this.
Of course. I mean, that's their thing. But any good Indonesian organization in their right mind will at least make an offer.
Yeah.
And then eventually Savero will feel like, okay, yeah, whatever.
Onyx PH.
I'm tired.
Onyx PH.
Please keep Savero.
Please. If you let Savero go,
let us
Savero,
know,
please stay. Savero,
let
please
us
stay.
know in the comment section if you want Savero to stay here in the Philippines.
I'm going to comment here.
Yeah.
You video.
All right. So those are the gold laners. Let's talk about the actual MVPs of the season. And I think there was a massive step up from the coaching staff of the successful teams out there.
Mm-hmm.
Think about the top 3 teams that we have in the Philippines. All of them have utilized their coaching staff to the maximum potential. I would say even the 4th. Like, for example, let's start with top 4 first, which is Omega. The reason why they were top 4 because they figured something out about their draft. And again, look back. Unfortunately for all the international viewers, will not be able to understand it properly. But basically, when I interviewed Netsky, they talked about how they changed their drafting pattern and they changed the decision maker for the draft. Granted, it eventually became one of the players, but at least they took away the drafting responsibilities and they from the coaches, and the coaches now just focused on macro and individual gameplay, then actually about the morale of the team, right? So there's one. And now you look at Onyx Philippines, how important having Bluff C as well as Hayes. The players have mentioned that Hayes really stepped up a lot specifically with individual gameplay. But the draft, the Hayes and Bluff C combination, they mentioned how important the combo was when it comes to fixing their drafting pattern that eventually led them to lose. Imagine, Onyx Philippines have always been criticized for their drafting prior to this season.
Even
but
I did.
I think that out of all the drafts that Onyx did, I can only remember 2 or 3 bad drafts. Especially I think it was week 2.
Yeah, early on in the
Oh, that's why I don't recall because I haven't casted Onyx games till week 5.
Yeah, but remember, they had good drafts.
Yeah.
And there was one Edith game which I thought like, okay, yeah, we can forget about that in the playoffs. But generally speaking, they have improved when it comes to their drafting. And now we get into the top 2 teams. Moody was sensational as a drafter, lead drafter for Team Falcons. I also he kabisado na niya. I felt like they have great theoretical answers to what Team Liquid is able to give us.
Yeah. It's actually cool to see, especially in the grand finals, what Liquid and Falcons are. It's like what Liquid can consistently bring out in practice. Falcons is still just like, I feel like they're a slow looming shadow over Liquid.
I agree.
It's just like maybe they're just a few more from completely finally solving Liquid.
I think
right?
That's a great metaphor.
That's what it felt like watching the grand finals. I see a team that looks like they have the potential, but I think it was even after their win in game 4.
Yeah.
When we went 2-2, I was still thinking, I still don't see this going to 7. I think we're still gonna end this at 6.
Yeah.
Liquid. And yes, I know y'all. My predictions was Falcons, but if you actually watch that video, I said that was a fan fiction.
Yeah.
You know, it was fan fiction-y.
Yeah.
But anyways, I still just had that feeling of like these guys have ideas. Do I fully agree with ideas? No, I do not. We were here.
No, I think
Roger.
Yeah,
but
that was pretty bad.
I mean, because we were drafting.
And the Vexana ban.
We were and the Vexana. No, the Vexana ban when they had it was an overthink, bro.
But that's just like 2 out of the many good drafts that they.
Yeah, exactly. So, whatever it is, Falcons has been cooking up. Hopefully, we get to see that like in full practice in MSC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because there's something there.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't see it themselves yet.
Hey, what I'm saying is that their accuracy rate is still pretty high, because even if you look at Team Liquid, there were also bad drafts, like the Hayabusa game in week 1.
Yeah, with the back shot.
The Selena game in week 6?
I think it was week 4.
Week 4. Yeah, they had the Lancelot draft also that was that also lost in the regular season.
Mm-hmm. Didn't that win? Because I remember that was when Lancelot started showing up as a potential response to the Heart.
First win was King Kong. I think
either King Kong or Ryzen actually.
It didn't work out when Carl brought it.
But that's what I'm saying, right? Even for Team Liquid, there were drafts that look weird, but they were able to just execute
brute force. Yeah, better than you, Aura.
But their accuracy rate is higher, so they are more likely to make the right decisions than the Falcons. Bad ones for both Falcons and Liquid. Mm-hmm. Right? And even, like I said, Onyx Philippines are also in that regard. Omega's different because I think they changed their motivation more than their actual gameplay. That's why they were able to perform well eventually. Now, heading into, again, with that discussion, the hidden MVPs, the unsung heroes are really the coaching staff for both Falcons and Team Liquid. Unfortunately, Team Liquid is no longer unsung because there are 2 podcast episodes that prove that they are actually the real MVPs.
They were like the coaches Liquid didn't know they needed, like 2 absolute I think we called it in the on the on-ground panel. We call them freaks for the game.
Freaks for the game.
Yeah, or was that mean in English? But yeah,
what does that mean?
They're just absolute freaks. They're like machines. Like with how the players talk about how they study the game, all the hours they spend just watching a shit ton of VODs. Up until 4 a.m.
I know a guy that can watch something up until 6 a.m.
Yep, that's rock hard.
Mm-hmm. You dropped the name.
Yeah.
I mean, he watches MPL till 6 a.m.
Yeah. Would this be an ad read time? I also need to go to the bathroom. So.
Yeah. All right. A message from our sponsors. Very sorry to interrupt the podcast, but I would just like to take this opportunity and thank TT Racing for making the AG podcast happen. They have been with me for the past year, and I would say that it has been a great experience. The TT Racing gaming chairs and ergo chairs and desks and mats and all their accessories have helped me for over a year now when it comes to my gaming, when it comes to my shoutcasting, when it comes to my research, my work, my playing the guitar, my drumming, making music, and most of all, podcasting. So if you want to experience what I've experienced, the comfort, the quality equipment that I'm using, and of course the aesthetics of it all. They have a lot of designs with their chairs. The ergo chairs are perfect for making music, for everything that you need when it comes to gaming chairs and ergo chairs. TT Racing has got you. And if you want to experience what I've experienced, please check out their website, because in the online store you can use my code TTWolf. My code is TTWolf. Yes, that's right. You've heard it and you've read it correctly. TTWolf, to get the best discount in the online store. Check it out, guys. And thank you so much. Back to the podcast.
Hello, we're back.
We're definitely not talking about.
All right. Sure.
Okay.
What a good note.
We are actually talking about still the hidden MVPs, the unsung heroes, but now our sung heroes. And when Vren came back, I thought that it will be Vren and Ducky. I honestly thought like Moody, because of his name being Moody, that he would automatically be a life coach. But apparently not. Even the players are always crediting Moody when it comes to his drafting choices. Sometimes, of course, don't blame the coaches, guys. Sometimes it's just really difficult to stop a player when the player is super duper convinced that you have to pick this hero. Coach, I want to pick Roger. Roger is good here. Coach, I want to pick Olus and not Fanny. Right?
Joy.
Coach, the Joy is real good here. There's no good catch.
Nothing can stop me.
Nothing can stop me. If you're a coach and you see that, like, let's just say that you saw that at least once or twice in scrims. Mm-hmm. That's all you think of, right? There's always that power. But I think that Moody and the gang eventually, after that Roger pick, I think that they've changed their mindset all throughout the playoffs, because I think that and the Vexana ban were the only 2 bad drafts that I can remember with my memory for Falcons. But otherwise, everything was good. Even the well,
They tried Obsidia, didn't they?
I don't know. Did they have a?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
they
they
have the
did.
Obsidian
Up against
game.
a Lancelot.
Yeah,
Okay.
I remember it was
Against Sonic, I
Yeah.
believe. Oh, sorry.
because in my mind,
Playing
I,
footsie with me.
Yeah,
like in my
we touched feet.
yeah, in my
Sorry.
mind,
Oh my god, what an
in my mind, it was like another Moscow
Jin?
game. Hey, Jin, hello. So that was the second time they touched Moscow, by the way.
Yeah.
Like if you look at the if you go back, there was remember we have a draft predictor, right?
Yeah.
Moscow was recommended twice. Number 1, by the way, 30%.
We were yelling it.
30%.
I like his term.
What?
Moscow
Moscow
allergy.
allergy.
Oh my god, it's perfect.
So when they picked the Moscow in the game, I think they sent them to France.
Yeah, yeah.
At the end of it,
It was Super Marco. The game with Super
Yeah.
Marco
That's right.
outperforming.
yeah, I told Coach Moody, thank you for vindicating me.
Yeah.
Because the first time they picked Moscow, it lost,
Yeah.
and then it won, and then they used it to send them to
Yeah,
France.
Yeah.
Exactly the last.
It's so funny because the moment I saw Moody
Mm-hmm.
walking in the backstage, we just dabbed.
Yeah.
We knew like, oh wait, you picked the Moscow, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Just listen to me. Listen to our draft simulations.
Yeah.
Listen to what works. Remember what gave you the championship in
Yeah.
M5. What gave you that wonderful? Remember, it was a wonderful game with that Moscow in the regular season. They won with it. Like I think it was
season
a
16. Even season 16, dude. That was the hero that was solely carrying Team Falcons.
Oh, yeah.
Every
Oh,
single
yeah.
time they, every game that they won was with the Moscow.
Yeah.
Marco
something
had a
like-
crazy Moscow highlight earlier this season too. So it's like, what the
Yeah.
hell's going on?
So eventually they they forgot that they got through that Moscow allergy and then eventually won with it, which is also credit to the coaching staff eventually.
Mm-hmm.
And then you come to realize the Team Liquid, the reason why they were winning so much is because of their coaches. And I'm only saying this because every single player that I talk to, be it with my podcast, be it with my backstage talks with Team Liquid players, they always say it's the coach and it's the combination of the coach. Lo and behold, Carl Tizzy with that wonderful, it's not even a meme, a very clippable moment during the podcast.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Sorry.
Sorry.
I think the fact that he said sorry was
even funnier.
it made it funnier at the same time even more legit.
Yeah.
Like it's like he's no longer escaping the allegations.
Because it was
that.
also JP's laugh that sold it.
Yeah.
Because
That's
after
also true.
Carl said, parang wala eh.
Parang wala talaga eh.
Parang
Wala
wala
talaga eh.
talaga eh.
It's like
Then JP laughs. Then Carl goes, "Ooh, bakit? Sorry
So,
ah."
yeah. It's like Carl Tizzy trauma dumped, you know, in the podcast.
But no, to clarify, and he also said it in that podcast. It was about the connection between two coaches, not about the individual strengths of the coaches, but it was the connection. And now we see the importance of the coaching staff when it comes to their synergy, because I think for the longest time, the dynamic of coaching staffs, coaching
Staff is plural.
of
Even Stavs can.
coaching
Nerds.
staff plural. Here in the Philippines, we typically look for two coaches that will actually do different things and will, and as it will be as they will be as useful as possible if they approach the game differently or something like that. If they have different roles, then perfect, right? But for Team Liquid, they have proven that, of course, Coach Nap and Coach Ayan will have different like designations whatsoever, but their synergy is what made them really good.
Actually, that's what's cool. Because for majority of the idea that we've had for the idea that we've had for coaches, I remember it was someone who used to work closely with teams before. They told me their philosophy, and at that time I agreed, was like teams work out because they have two coaches. One is sort of like a more maternal figure. The other one is a little bit more paternal.
What?
Yeah. Like one is a little bit
good way
more
of putting it,
cold, calculated, or thinks about this and that and that. While the other
good
one
cop,
is
bad cop.
while the other one is there to care, but also has their own things also with really good with managing people. It's like having a mom and dad for the team.
That's true, though. That's true.
Yeah,
That's
it's like
true.
not necessarily the other one's like quote unquote just a life coach, nothing like that, but more of just like that's the one that can like help nurture and grow the players. The other ones like focus like on the hard, cold, like a little bit more facts based, stats based stuff of it all. But I think
Can I just say that me and Neto Max were just both dads?
yeah, oh that's fine too. But then, here's the thing: are you sure about that? Sure, maybe one of you was a little bit more like a mom. But anyways,
both of you were moms.
or both of you were actually moms. Who knows, you know? But I think this is the first time we've seen a coaching duo that are both just on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
Look and approach the game in similar ways.
Yeah.
It's sort of like that thing in the new trilogy of Star Wars, which I don't like, by the way. Please don't suddenly say I like it. You know how the whole idea of like the dyad and the Force, like they were just connected by the Force. I feel like Coach Aeon and Coach Snap are just connected by like an unseen force of love for the game.
Yeah.
And appreciation for MLBB.
The Speed Force.
Yeah,
And the Speed Force and how
In the
they
Flash.
analyze.
yeah.
Because it legit feels like with how they operate and how the players have talked about them, it's like two dudes who are just completely like,
Yeah.
Oh,
we're
so they're
thinking the
both
same thing.
avatars.
They're both, yeah, in a way, they're both avatars. Yeah, they connect. They vibe on that same length. They can complete each other's sentences. All of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good way of putting it, because I talked to Sanford. I asked how's the coaching staff, and the term that he used is they're both giga nerds. Like they're literally giga nerds. So when they said that the coaches were up until 4 a.m., I knew what was happening. They're probably watching VODs, arguing about what is a good pick against this team.
Yeah.
And it's funny because like all the coaches on it, they said they stayed up late. Falcon stayed up until 2 a.m. and then you realize Liquid stayed up later, 4 a.m. That's why they won.
4 a.m. man.
But yeah,
What's that?
I
Never mind.
yeah, I think it was like one of the biggest reasons why Liquid was so successful, because the players know to themselves that they play good, and they most of the time, like the way they play, the players develop it, but like keeping them in check, keeping things more grounded and complete. It's mostly on the coaching staff. Like what are the things that we missed for Team Liquid? The coaching staff handles that, and even outside factors like not performing in scrims. I believe Carl did mention this during the podcast. Like sometimes they just don't fucking care about scrims. And Sanford was very brutally honest in that aspect too. Like he mentioned it to me. Like sometimes they just don't care. Like I know we're gonna win, and even if they play bad, they know they're gonna just destroy their enemies in tournaments. But Aeon and Snap coming in really was a big factor, because they kept Liquid in check.
Yeah.
So in a way, I feel like with everything that the Liquid boys especially have said about the coaching staff, I think this was an important part of the growth of Liquid, wherein they were not only taught how to win harder, they were taught how to lose more gracefully or recover from losses better. I think would be a better way to look at it.
Yeah.
Because if you're looking at scrims and then you're thinking, there's just like, it's scrims, we're gonna do better. That changes your mindset when you're up on the stage.
Yeah.
And then if you start losing at the stage. But if you start looking at your scrims and all your losses there and actually what you learned from those losses, then it makes like competition day so much better.
The coaching staff made Liquid solid.
Yes.
Damn.
I like that.
Thank you.
Make me
That's
Liquid
good.
Aeon.
What
Jamie.
what they also mentioned about the coaches is the fact that they are so good when it comes to their work ethics, that when it comes to arguing with your coaches as a player who probably knew so much more about the game than the actual coaches themselves, who have won so many awards and trophies before, is that even when there is something that they've done wrong, it's hard to argue against. When I said they that did wrong, the players.
Yeah.
It's usually when you're a very good player, you will come up with a lot of reasons that will justify what you did in game. Oh, you're quiet. Oh, it's because of this. I will do this instead. You missed a shot or you made a wrong call. Then you usually say, no, alam ko yan, coach. Hindi ko gagawin yan sa ano, or something like that. Or, okay kasi yan pag ito yung, kung ganito yung nangyari, okay yan or something like that. And you would always find a way, if you're a good player, to look for a good reason or a justification for whatever you do.
You're basically gaslighting your coach.
Basically gaslighting coach. And and a coach, and I myself have been a victim to this, it's easy to really believe a player. Right? Because eventually that player will make sense. However, that's not apparently applicable to Aeon and Snap. There is something, the way that they say it is that there's something with the way they talk and their work ethic that whatever they say will always make sense. It's hard to argue against them because they have the data to back it up.
Yeah.
And you know that they're working hard. They're not just like randomly saying things out of their heads, out of their theoretical mind.
Yeah.
You see that there is data to back it up.
They can back up theory with the numbers. That's good.
I think it's the background of Aeon. Truly believe he has a military background, right?
Yeah.
So when you have experience like that, you get to train yourselves to a point where doesn't matter what your opinion is. Like what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. And I think it helped Liquid in a way where discipline is of utmost importance for this team because you're already good. You don't have to prove you're good. But how do you stay good? That's the question for Liquid, and it helps because like I know Snap personally. Like he's super nerd by the way.
Yes, super
he's
nerd.
a giga nerd as Sanford puts it, and it's hard to argue against Snap because one, he's giga nerd. Two, he was also a player, so he knows the game. Cannot argue about game against somebody like that unless you're walking into like theoretical grounds.
Yeah,
but doesn't matter. The thing is. For Liquid, they have to like walk through these theoretical grounds with good foundation. And what is that good foundation? Good training, discipline, like showing up to scrims properly, with good mindset, and playing how you're supposed to play in tournaments. And I feel like that's what Liquid did this regular season. Because even if you can say, I'm not gonna play like that in tournaments, some mistakes will slip up. And I think. What Liquid fixed was their mindset and their overall discipline. That it became just muscle memory. Because Sanford said something along the lines of, this was just normal for them. Like it became a day-to-day. Imagine like their stomps became a day-to-day routine. Yeah. It doesn't have to be like a tournament thing. Yeah. Because if they're gonna destroy their enemies in scrims, then they get to rest, like earlier. Because now the coaches don't have anything to say. So that eventually just became an exercise for Liquid. So Sanford gets to gym, gets to go to wherever he needs to go.
It's like the proper usage of the carrot and the stick for them.
Yes.
Like you get reprimanded if you're doing bad, but if you're doing good. And it's not just about winning. Apparently, it's more like executing the proper plays, right? It's not just about them winning in scrims.
Think about it. The best life coaching you can actually tell an MPL pro team is to just keep winning and doing good in scrims, and you can live your life.
Yeah.
If you keep doing bad, then we're gonna keep doing this longer.
Yeah. For sure.
I'm so happy because I've heard that from Liquid. Like Coach Aeon literally said, if you get just destroyed your opponents in scrims, then what do we do? What do we review, right?
Yeah.
You go do whatever you want. Because I've used that in my previous teams as well. Because like again, it's the same thing. Like what do I review if you're just stomping the enemy? Yeah. But it's not like you're getting lazy and not doing your job. But again, what else is there to do, right?
Yeah.
And it also helps your players because they get to rest, they get to have fun, they get to live their life as you've said.
Eventually, you will build a training regimen where you really can judge if your team is consistently good. Like, of course, like let's say day one, you stomped everything, and then you said, okay, fine, you'll get rest, you'll get more time to do whatever you want. But then we test, okay, you have to do this consistently now. So so we're saying, okay, maybe day one was just us being lucky. Let's get back to the drills. Let's get back to the brass tacks of MLBB. And maybe it is indeed the military background, or maybe it's just the actual personality of Coach Aeon and Coach Nap. I remember Coach Nap back in M7. I think I just recently published. It was I think it was the SRG podcast that I just published when I was in M7. It was 3 a.m. This dude chats me out of nowhere and says that, oh, I agree with this, by the way, coach. Or he had notes. And apparently he was watching all of the AJ podcasts that involved a coach or a player.
Giga nerd.
What a nerd. And
Giga
even
nerd.
up until this point, he might be watching this now.
Yeah. You're a nerd.
He changed his Snap changed his IGN.
Yeah,
Really?
He removed the 399.
Really? No
399.
way. No way.
He's just Snap official now.
Snap, I'm going to change your nickname in my messenger. I'm going
Mr.
to add
399.
What is it, 399?
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta put 399 beside your name. Snap. You're never escaping that name.
And then I told him, like, maybe you missed this podcast, you should watch this. And he actually watched my recommendations. It's such a cool dude. Eventually, after M7, I was constantly talking to him because we were setting up the scrims,
Yeah.
the S plus scrims that you see at night. And he was just very, very, very tedious about it. Eventually, when I noticed that, okay, why are you not going live anymore? That was the time when he was trying out. And from that, imagine not being part of the playoffs to just being a watcher, to just being minding your own business and just accumulating all of this knowledge, believing in yourself, and doing and performing whatever you need to do as a coach, but in the highest level degree of discipline.
Yeah.
And now you're rewarded as being part of the coaching staff of Team Liquid with a great head coach, great management, and a freaking championship, right? Now you're EWC, Coach Snap. Let's see the 399 turn into 400.
Yeah.
What?
What? I just hope he doesn't get overwhelmed by the amount of study it will take for international, but it's Snap and Aeon. I think they should be okay.
I'm pretty sure he likes that stuff.
Yeah, for sure he likes it. I'm getting to the point, like, as I get older, like studying, like preparing for the casts for international, it's like it hurts my brain. It is tiring. Yeah, but yeah, Snap has always been like that guy. I remember one of the few messages like he sent me all throughout the time, like we've known each other. It was literally just to ask me where I got numbers I was posting about.
Yeah.
Like it was just like, yo, hey, Renmar, where'd you get that? Like,
Yeah.
huh? Which one? Like these stats, like blah blah blah. Blah. Like,
Yeah.
oh no, that's from the stat sheet that's given to the talent.
I have a question. Does he speak to you in English? Because he does speak to me in English. Or Taglish.
He doesn't do that in person,
I
though.
think Taglish.
Speaks in Tagalog in
Speaks
person.
in Tagalog, yeah.
Yeah.
Or
I mean,
maybe no, because
I think
even Sanford and Sandy are speaking in English
Yeah.
when they speak to me.
Yeah, because of Aeon.
Because of Aeon.
And to be fair, they're
Yeah,
talking
maybe
to
that's
you.
why,
It's kind of like, Sir Wolf.
Hell nah.
Yeah.
Sir
No, but the thing is,
Hell
like,
nah.
he speaks to me in Tagalog because we've known each other for a long time. Like,
Yeah.
since Alpha Esports.
Yeah.
I've always, like, hyped this guy.
Who's he teammates with?
Kyle.
Kyle.
Damn.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know this, but they were
Yeah.
ex-teammates. He used to be a mage main.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, he was
The Selena main.
The Selena main, yeah, he was
Yeah.
got back in the day. Yeah.
Sanjay even joked in one of the pod. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
part of the previous podcast or the upcoming podcast where he said somewhere along the lines of he was lucky that his coaches are mid laners because he always gets the good hero.
Picks, yeah.
He always
They know.
This they know.
They know, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Eve's good here. And Sanjay was like, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
And then Selena
Yeah.
happens.
Up until that day.
Up until the
Dude, you know what's funny? Like, again, we have the predictor, right?
yeah.
Valen,
Yeah.
number one choice. Selena, guess what rank Selena was?
Not even in the ranks.
72.
72. All right. Yeah.
Oh,
And
no.
there are 115 heroes. Or 132.
132, yeah. Rank 72, Selena. They managed to find that.
Yeah. But we don't talk about that. We only talk about the W's now.
Yeah,
and so
they're
that
champions now. It's fine.
big W's. All right.
It's a learning process.
So-
it was up against Falcon, so.
Yeah.
All right. Now, this is where we ask the question, who is the actual real MVP of Team Liquid? Because I think that it was the management. It was specifically
Yeah.
Mitch.
With
Mitch
everything they went
freaking Liwanag.
Yeah.
Doubles in the chat.
W Mitch. You know what I did after they won? We had picture taking, right?
Yeah.
Like I literally kneeled down, bowed in front of Mitch
Bow
and
down to the
Team
queen.
Liquid. Yeah, because they know, even the players know, even the management knows, the staff knows that they went through a lot of horseshit.
Oh my God. Unimaginable.
Yeah, dude, imagine even when MPL started, they had a thing with Aaron Shiki, right?
Yeah.
We don't know what happened, but basically they had to find another gold laner. They already had a gold laner, but then they find out, okay, shit, we need to find one. So they put Daiki in. Practice for like 3 days.
Oh my God.
1 day.
Big W, Daiki.
Daiki, by the way. Good Moscow player. Good Moscow player. And then they got Teddy.
Unbelievable.
And I don't know what happened with like the whole Teddy conversation, but I believe Liquid at that point was just scouring for anything that's okay. Like not even good, just okay.
I remember it was Sanji who was vouching for Teddy, right?
Somewhere along those sides,
Yeah, he said
in the podcast. Because I think that they played with him. Yeah, I think they played with him during MD or something like that. Yeah, they had an experience playing with him.
Yeah, it wasn't just during Asian games. Like I think before that, they had a maybe RG or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. And then there were eventually somebody else vouched for Teddy.
Yeah, Sanford.
Yeah,
Sanford. Oh yeah, it was Sansan.
Yeah, but again, the result speaks for themselves. I think eventually they had to look for like who is actually the final gold laner. But the fact that they got the Asian Games qualifiers, they were the champions of that tournament. It was grueling. It wasn't I think that they had literally the longest route because they dropped down during the first round, had to go through the lower bracket. All like maximum games. If it was a best of 3, it went 3 games. If it was a best of 5, it went 5 games, or somewhere along those sides.
It was a hard crawl.
A hard crawl for them. They were able to get through it. Even in week number 1 of MPL, we had our doubts because it was a 2-1 victory against Aurora, and then eventually a 2-1 against
Falcons.
Was it immediately
sorry.
Falcons? No, it wasn't.
Falcons was week 2.
Yeah, it was another 2-1 against a good team as well.
Was it Onic? I think it was.
No, it wasn't.
It was Rora, Twisted.
Oh, Twisted. There you go.
Yeah, Rora, Twisted, and then Falcons.
It was 2-1. It was 2-1 Twisted, right?
No, they swept Twisted.
Oh,
it was 2-1
Twisted.
against Rora.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, and then 2-1 against Falcon next week.
Yeah, somewhere along those lines, right? So it wasn't easy for them, and the big W goes to Mitch.
Yeah, Mitch Liwanag.
Yep.
I think that has to be something like when
Unbelievable.
people talk about the story of the season, they cannot
You should
forget.
get Mitch on the podcast, by the way.
Oh yeah, you should.
We were planning.
They cannot forget about what Liquid had to go through heading into the season.
Yeah.
And the first 2-3 weeks of the actually no, just say the first half of the season for them. Even though they only dropped like one. They didn't. They were still undefeated at that time.
Yeah.
But again, for an organization to recover and bounce back the way they did and end up becoming champions with a rookie import coach, with a coach that
in the Philippines,
with a coach that came from Smart Omega the previous season.
Yeah, no playoffs for the previous season.
No playoffs for the previous season. And then you have the 4 horsemen. Which gold laner are they getting? They were so ready. Their body was prepared and their mind was prepared to play with Aaron Shiki.
Yep.
But that didn't push through. 1 day practice with Daiki. And then he comes in. What the hell? Liquid?
Yeah.
For anyone who's... people are saying, oh, this is becoming a Liquid Farmers League, bro. Oh, it becomes less exciting. Did y'all forget the story of Liquid and what they had to go through to get to this point in the Philippines?
Unbelievable.
Even though they only dropped 1 series this season,
Against the
Titans, it had to be against their fellow Titans.
Yep.
Bro.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, right?
You know, the last time I've seen this story from esports, it was OG. Like literally from nothing. Like they had to scour for players.
Yeah.
Found Thompson. And nobody, by the way. It's the same story that Liquid went through in this season. And it was what makes it crazy is that I didn't know how real crazy it was until I found out. Because I've talked to Mitch before playoffs started, and then we shared a lot of like stories. And then what I knew before season 17 was just 30%. So
it was even harder.
Yeah, you know how like off camera we were talking about how hard it was gonna be for Liquid, how fucked up everything was. It was just 30%. And then I found a real story. So W Liquid,
W Liquid.
Mitch, I would dare say this is a bigger bounce back than the OG story.
Okay.
And I will say this now. I know there's a very important thing that we didn't mention, but we also don't want to get involved with that. But I'm sure y'all know what I didn't mention and why.
Yeah. And
I don't know what you mentioned. I'm just kidding.
I don't know.
Yeah. Tell me later. Tell me later.
No, we just forgot about.
Yeah,
we
we're
just
off
erased
podcast
it.
now. No need to put on our suits.
Yeah. All right. So big W to Mitch Liwanag. You deserve it. And let's end that topic with this wonderful line that I saw through the comment section. Kasalanan ng liquid management kung bakit win streak.
Yes.
100%. Management's fault why they have the win streak.
Yep.
Of course, eventually all of the players really just stepped up. The coaches stepped up. Management stepped up. I think it was just a great culture out there. I don't think that this will be the last of the challenges that Team Liquid will face. I'm sure that eventually there will be more. Because that's just how successful life is. Challenges are magnetized towards successful people. So
they have bigger problems.
They have bigger problems than us. But this will definitely go down in history as one of the best storylines ever. One of the best lore ever. And
Best bounce back.
the best bounce back. Team Liquid, you are amazing. And we're just very happy to have been witnesses to this.
Yeah.
All right.
W.
Before we end this, let's just look back to our previous rankings.
Oh, come
We
Oh, the very first one?
said-
Come on.
From our
Hey.
preseason one?
The preseason one. All right.
Yeah.
The only thing that I think we got right, well, it was actually just you specifically. When you said that Omega will bring a lot of surprises.
Oh, yeah.
We
No,
all
that was
voted for
unexpected.
Aurora
TNC.
and TNC. And I think you did
Falcons.
vote for Falcons. So
Yeah.
at least you got that right. I think you voted Falcon second.
Oh, no. I went
Yeah.
Aurora Falcons.
Yeah,
we
no.
both
It was
went Aurora
it was all of
Falcons.
us. Aurora.
Yeah.
No,
Falcons,
I did TNC second.
second.
You were TNC.
So I failed
Oh
hardly.
wait, I think I did. TNC's.
No, you did Falcons.
You sure?
Falcons too.
I put
You-
TNC at third, I remember.
yeah, okay. So yeah, you have the same top
Yeah.
three.
But the line was anything below 3 is unacceptable.
Yeah. Which
Which is unacceptable.
not acceptable.
Now they're all inactive.
Yeah.
Aside from Zaida.
Aside from Zaida, which I think is, I mean, let's
good
be
start.
honest. I think that amongst all of the players that he will keep for TNC,
Let me
he
just
keeps
say,
Zaida.
there's a lot of players coming back.
Ooh, you're already
If-
starting the rumor mills now.
Yeah, if the deal comes through, there's a lot of players coming
What
back.
deal?
There's a lot of players coming back.
What deal is this?
I don't know anything. I'm innocent.
What emoji? All right, give us
There's
an emoji.
No, I cannot.
Ah,
Super
almost,
fucking obvious.
almost had him. Almost
It's
had him,
super
boys.
obvious.
Almost had
Don't
them,
do it.
boys.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Almost
don't do it.
had them, boys.
No,
All right.
Don't do it.
All right. Anyway, let's talk about Aurora first because that's the team that we put top one. Quickly, we talked about the pre-playoffs. With all honesty, with everything that happened, I think it's still a great and impressive day one run for Aurora.
Day one? Playoffs.
Yeah, playoffs.
Oh,
Day one.
playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
So-
sent Onyx to 5.
Yeah, but
To be fair, if they made it past, maybe they could take top 4. Maybe.
No,
I mean, they're literally-
They would have taken top 4 literally just by going forward.
Oh, that's
I mean,
true.
top 3 at least.
Yeah, top
Yeah,
3.
yeah,
Top
yeah.
3.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. But it's still very. I think we would put, and I think it's just right to put Aurora on a bigger, on a higher pedestal because they just won the M7.
Yeah.
And I don't want ever the M7, the recent world champs, to perform that way. Unfortunately, it's just the nature of it.
Mm-hmm.
Onyx was prepared during that series. They were more. Yeah, their grit. The grit was there for Onyx. And unfortunately for Aurora, I didn't feel that. I think it was just very systematic. I think they went all systematic all throughout, even in the playoffs. I did not see any, like friction. I think they didn't get their hands dirty in that series against Onyx.
Kind of. Actually, that I think is a good way to look at it because
Yeah.
I remember their loss in Game 5. It was just a story of, hey, we've won early to mid. We're not taking risks to end it.
Yep. exactly. That's the reason why I feel like they didn't get their hands dirty.
You know what's funny? Like people say the last play from Light was unacceptable because they're so systematic, right?
Yeah.
But you can never fault Aurora at that point because Onyx, on the other hand, is risky as hell.
Yep.
Like, the slow push, people would just defend. No sane team would just be, like, or let's force this. And you hear the comms, they fucking forced it. They went, oh, you want 50-50? Let's go 50-50.
Sugal na, pre.
Yeah, let's go 50-50. But all the game plan was,
MLBB.
it wasn't even about, it wasn't even about the Lord. It was about just protect Severo. This guy's gotta carry us.
And I think that in the Philippines, systematic is fine, but even systematic team like Liquid, for example, they would risk. They would
force 50-50 as well.
They would get their hands dirty. So so that's why I felt like eventually Aurora lost. I think that the teams that we mentioned, Aurora and TNC, is it safe to say that they will have to have off-season movements?
TNC already have done it. I mean, they're the team that announces their off-season moves during our playoffs, bro.
Yep.
They go fast.
They go fast.
I mean, to be fair, they're not a part of the playoffs, so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's true.
It's not like too far ahead,
Yeah, that's true.
You're right.
It just fits the timeline.
No, but they're the team that always announces things like mid-playoffs or mid-international tournament. Like,
I
they
think,
always want to go
to
first.
be fair, I think this is I think they
2 weeks.
Yeah.
I think they learned their lesson. During my time, and I would always tell this: be fast when it comes to your off-season moves, because you will. If you're late to the party, you will not get the ideal players that you want. That's also why Team Liquid, even they announced their tryouts, right?
Yeah.
Because you gotta be in the know. You gotta be open. If you are too late, it's like the early bird catches the worm, really, when it comes to these off-season changes. So you gotta be fast. So, with all honesty, with all due fairness, TNC are doing the right moves.
Yeah, and again, they've had their 2 weeks, so
yeah,
they're literally off-season right now. Even in playoffs, they're off-season.
Yeah, could be true for AP Bren as well, right?
Since we're on the topic of Aurora, though, I wonder if they're crazy enough to just do what Falcons did in Counter-Strike and just start going ham.
What do you mean by going ham?
I have no idea what that is.
So what Falcons
spending
did in
all your
Counter-Strike is
money.
all right, well, let's just get these superstars in. Let's go.
I mean, they have superstars, no?
Yeah, but
to,
then like
to me, if Aurora can afford Midnight, then they can afford anyone. Honestly,
that's
I mean,
true.
they're already affording me. What are you saying?
No, that's why they can't afford any other players. It's
true,
all
true.
on this guy.
Hey, that's not true.
Kidding aside, don't get the wrong message.
It's a
joke. It's a joke. Okay,
I'm gonna shut my
Midnight,
mouth.
but Midnight is single and successful. So
What?
I got you.
Vas. Renmar single as well.
No.
By the way, super successful. My
I'm glad you didn't just stop at single and you were just gonna not say I'm also single.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So Aurora, I think the off-season movements will be there.
I cannot say anything.
Yeah. Don't react.
Yeah, because I'm Aurora. So
Yeah,
So-
I'm just conspiracy hat here. It's like
It's impossible. It's impossible not to. You will not be successful if you don't.
right?
Like how they were successful with, because again the Joshi take, the Joshi
the
take.
Joshy thing, the thing that he said.
the lukewarm take.
Hey, no, that was a funny line because I told Joshy to his face that I really like his
It was a good
Joshy
line.
takes.
It was a good line.
But
It was a great line, but you have to be smart.
yeah, but you have to be smart to get it. Actually, that was what some people said about my rap in the draft battle.
Yeah.
Anyways, he said Rora something about them not getting new players and not improving.
Yep.
Or-
So when they had
stopped getting new players.
when they
sorry.
they were successful the first season, they retained their lineup in the following season and they lost back to back in the upper bracket to elimination, right?
So it's a stagnancy thing.
Stagnancy thing. They changed, they put in light, they were successful in the
Yeah, M7.
M7 basically. And now they retained their lineup. They didn't get passed through the first round of literally the play-ins. So I'm 100% certain that they will have some moves here. And nobody from Aurora side has told me anything yet. So
Just haven't talked.
Don't react, bro.
I haven't talked.
You have no right to react.
Sorry.
I feel like Midnight just really wants to like explode right now.
You don't have the right to react, Midnight, because people
To be
will
fair,
get...
there's nothing to say. Like literally, there's nothing to say.
You see, whatever you say right now, people will
Take
read...
it as something.
Anything you can say
They'll read
can and
into
will
it.
be
It
used
will
against
be
you.
used against you, brother. So
in an online
you
court.
better not talk now.
Here's the thing: you never know. Maybe they get Wolf, right? Maybe they get.
Oh my God, Wolf's going to Turkey, Midnight's going to the Philippines.
Oh, good. What a conspiracy, bro.
I can't... Wait, the Turkish coffee is great, though.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be their janitor, guys.
Wouldn't it be fun if like, we had like an org and it's just the three of us?
Team Liquid.
That would be
yeah.
fun. That would be fun.
Yeah.
I can cook.
Oh.
I can make coffee.
I can get mad. Hey,
All right,
coaches
there you
are
go.
always mad, dude.
So we are the mothers.
We are the mothers.
You're the
Have two
dad.
wives? What the? Was?
I mean, okay, let's not get there.
Let's stop
Let's
there.
just stop there.
We stop there.
Okay, yeah, I think change is inevitable. Who would you rather keep? Like, so for
I'm
one,
not part of this conversation.
TNC, I like the decision to keep Zaida. Right, I think that's a very sane decision.
Oh, we're talking about TNC. Okay.
TNC. We're gonna be
Okay.
talking about
Let me go
Aurora
back, let me
now.
go back.
If TNC are willing to HFS, hella fucking spend,
Mhm.
I would ask them maybe bring one or two players from abroad, if you can.
Filipinos.
Filipinos.
Okay,
Yeah.
bring them back.
Bring them back.
Okay.
And then
In before they get Skylar.
bro. How?
Why?
Why even? Why would
Oh.
Skylar even say sure? Bye.
Like Kozen, for example.
Oh yeah,
Kozen-
get someone back from KOG. Yeah. Oh, Kozen in Cambodia and then KOG. Oh, we
Yeah.
know Kazen's a jungler.
Yeah.
Oh, Payan would be a good choice.
Oh, Payan. Yes, Payan.
I like Payan.
Payan and TNC would bang. Actually, no. If I, we would
Bus.
bang. It's Mobile Legends, bang bang, bro.
Okay.
What you think about?
Good save.
Don't be too bold.
Yeah. All right.
Anyways,
How about Aurora? Who would you retain?
they have to retain Edward, right?
Edward. Okay.
I think.
build on Naming for me.
Build around Dom.
Build around Naming.
Yeah. I think Edward, because I feel like if Rora want like a refresh, then they refresh the mid trio. I know Light just got the Team World Championship, but a refresh comes from the center of the map in terms of rotation. Not that I'm saying that's what I want them to do. I'm saying
Could be a way to go.
if I'm putting, what if? I'm
Yeah.
not saying I want people to lose it. Yes.
That's interesting. All right. So. next.
Here. Yeah. What about the coaching staff? It just can't be about the players. Do you overhaul the Dexstar MTB experience? Because that in itself will also be an overhaul.
Stop putting ideas in the audience's mind.
Yeah.
I know what you're thinking.
I'm not gonna say anything.
There you go. Nice. Thank you.
Am I just watching two dudes trying to apply for jobs? Is this what
No,
this
no,
podcast
no, no,
is?
All right.
no,
I
no,
think
no. No.
the way we go about this is let's stop talking about Aurora and
No,
let
no,
us
no.
know in the comment section what your ideal next Aurora lineup will be.
You can talk about Aurora. Just don't include. Don't stop saying. Oh, Midnight PH.
That's what I was about to say. So,
God damn it.
but of course, that's a joke, guys.
That's a joke. Yeah, that's a joke.
Okay, so to answer your question, Renmar, I think that Dexstar MTB connection. There is a world where you can say that it has run its course.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, I'm a big fan of building structures.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that I'm more leaning towards them keeping their duo together than breaking it apart, because that will mean that both of them will have to have. Because the way that I understand both Dexter and MTB is that they're really just people who like structure, so they will have to really just start over again, which they might not have enough time if they separate. They go to separate
I get you. Yeah.
teams. Maybe if in case they will be let go, I think that there will still be a combo. I feel like.
Yeah.
But I don't know, of course. I don't know how their dynamic will be, but it's just basing on my conversations with them. Right.
I feel like they'd be a good team. They'll be a good combo for a team looking to get coaches who could finally make them a playoff team,
But
or get back.
Aurora is an organization that will be willing to build on structure though. So I think it's just worth it for that one.
To keep them,
Yeah. Okay. Now for TNC.
Yeah,
all right, you can talk now.
I can talk now.
By the way,
thank you.
I want to see. If in case Twisted Minds keeps Tracy as their main 5, I don't like seeing Kaloy in the 6-man role. I want to see him in action
as the main.
So, whatever Twisted Minds will decide when it comes to their Kaloy and Tracy situation, let's just say they keep Tracy. I want Kaloy to be in an aggressive team with already a good shot caller. So might be, I don't know, maybe TNC with Zaida aggressive, and then maybe they look for their quarterback somewhere for our general.
My big concern for TNC isn't even about the players, because I know, like at the moment, there's good caliber players walking around. But the bigger concern is the coach.
Who are they getting? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because they're trying to out a coach, right? Like I think Hito listed as he's listed as the analyst, right?
Yeah, him. They're essentially the coaching staff.
Yeah, and then Ataman's the head coach.
Correct.
I don't know how. I mean, you have experience with Ataman's, right? But I don't know how they work internally.
What a bad
but
selection of words.
What? No, like you've literally had experience working
coaching,
with him.
yeah,
working with him. So I don't know how that went. I'm just realizing how bad it was. Yeah. So I don't know how that went, but in my head, I truly believe that TNC needs a national head coach, like someone to restructure everything, figure out what needs to be done, how training should progress, what the team culture should be. Because for me, team culture is very important. Like this is what decides how the team grows, essentially. And I feel like for TNC, it's been very guerrilla from day number 1, where certain things go. They essentially just go with the flow.
Yeah.
And I feel like that works sometimes, but there's a reason why structure is very important.
Yeah.
So
it has its own lifespan. So yeah, that's also the reason why I'm right? They also let go of their coaches, right?
Did they? I only saw the players actually.
Oh,
I'm not sure about
because
the coaches.
I saw looking for tryouts, coaches, and
also coaches.
like all roles except
Jungle.
Including coaches.
It's a fucking weird poster, by the way. Looking for all roles except Jungle.
I want to see this.
What a way to say we're keeping Zaida, gentlemen.
Yeah. But I think they're just unapologetic right now.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah, so they're looking for coaches and players, right?
And some of the people have already posted like LFTs, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But one thing I want to see though is I want to see if ever he's coming to PH. I want to see Payan in PH though. Like that kid has a big potential.
Oh, for those who don't know, we're talking about MSL Thailand.
Yeah, Thailand.
King of Gamers
KOG.
Club. Payan.
Yeah.
So good.
This guy's so
Freaking good gold laner.
Yeah.
Kaizen though, we're so proud of you.
Yeah, but Zaida's staying though, so I don't know.
Yeah. Kozen can also be offered perhaps to go back to TNC or something like that.
Selvik for AP brand.
Yeah. AP. Oh.
I think they need a player like that, Kuzin.
Yeah.
The silent kid cannot be silent no more.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd want to see them I think I'd want to see Shizo work with a bigger personality in the gold to bring out
his prowess.
To bring out his prowess. I think he needs confidence. Someone to make Shizo go crazy,
Activate Shizo.
Like to activate him.
Pretty much. Yeah, I get what you mean. Okay. James Banks 100% keep, right?
Oh my God, James Banks for sure. I haven't talked to the guy, but I'm pretty sure he's swimming in offers.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, especially with how he performed this season, how he performed last. I'm pretty sure that after season 16, a lot of offers already came up. Stayed in AP Bren, and now 100% people are gonna be looking for him. Even RQ themselves, right? They made this announcement. Like AP actually made an announcement where they wanted to, or they quote unquote try to reach out to James Banks.
So AP is gonna have a conversation with AP.
Yeah,
that's funny though. Pak AP, yeah, from Ape is that to pronounce it? Ape.
I forgot.
Yeah, or something like that. And then. But I really hope, I really hope that he stays in the Philippines because that's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be Carl, it's gonna be King Kong, Kyle, James Banks, and then Ryzen. Yeah.
So imagine if these talents leave, it is gonna become a farmers league.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. So, what does AP Bread need? Apart from keeping their
I don't know if you're gonna agree with me on this, but I feel like other orgs aside from the top four, because top four is very solid already, like player wise, sound wise, knowledge wise, structure wise.
So far, I agree.
I feel like the bottom four needs either some serious patience when it comes to like developing these structures, like basically copying how other orgs do it, or do what Liquid did. Get a guy that understands structure. So basically, coaching staff. Coaching staff for me is very important. Like, doesn't matter what the talent is.
Okay. That's fair. How about you, Renmar?
I think because of, with what we saw Coach Aeon and Coach Snap with what they did for this season, I think it's going to be time to start with the coaches instead of thinking of the players first and what they can do.
Yeah.
I wonder if any of the... Sorry, now that we're thinking about this, the side of my brain that just wants to think about like what ifs and maybes of just like,
the fantasy
fantasy moves. I wonder if any of the bottom four can afford to just like get Arcadia back or
A
something.
what?
Get Arcadia back.
I don't think they have
I don't think SRG will let it go.
I'm pretty sure.
I guess he's Malaysian now.
Yeah, if I'm SRG, you ask for Arcadia. Oh, $1 million. Give me.
Give them an offer they will refuse.
Yeah. Essentially.
Okay. So that brings us to Twisted Minds, because I feel like now this is a coaching staff that's pretty solid. Or have they I think the word is that the phrase is, have they run their course?
No.
With Eson and Bond.
I think Twisted Minds is okay, bro. I think Twisted Minds, they're quite okay. It's just that, again, they're a serious case of you're just unfortunate you're in PH, bro. You're in the league where world champions reside, so I don't know.
Nosha, though, pretty impressive when he...
Yep.
Good to see him back, yeah. Yep. Good to see him back.
We did wish for it.
For it. Yeah. I mean, we love you, Owl, but come on. Nosha is just... that's just different. And he was so motivated. I felt that in his gameplay where he really wants to be the guy that you can rely on and carry the game for you. Tracy, I feel like we were so amazed of what Tracy was able to achieve in his first week, but in his second and the upcoming weeks, there are some things that are glaring, which is I feel like hero pool is number one.
Yeah.
Second is like experience. I think that there was a point in time where you felt that he will be scared as compared to during his first week, where there is nothing that he really there's nothing really that's stopping him from doing the plays that he's doing. Yeah. He's more aggressive, is what I'm saying, in the first week compared to the other weeks. I think he was really overthinking in weeks 7 and 8, and then you can feel that through the playoffs where it felt awkward for Twisted Minds because they all felt like they're not playing their game. Yeah. So that's one thing. I agree with you. I don't think I'll have to change anyone because even MP the King can be a serious candidate for most improved player.
Yes.
Because he literally have improved a lot and has been week by week. And if you compare that to his season 16 performance, it was more dependable and reliable this season. So so I don't think that there should be anything that they should change for Twisted Minds.
In that line, I don't think you'd let Kaloy go.
Yeah, you can.
I'm still a serious believer of what I said during your mini podcast. Turned out to be 2 hours. They essentially
and this one too.
Yeah, they essentially reverted back to Kaloy, right? Like, I hate it when we're right in calling out things because things just become too predictable. Yeah. But then the playoffs happened, and me and Renmar at one point we were just looking at each other. See, right? We were right. Like, it came down to roam choices. Fortunately for Twisted Minds, they had the box, which we did call out still, like pocket picks. But then we got the Guinevere. Yeah, I'm sorry, but that was not it.
That ain't it.
Giving. That's why when you started talking about Twisted Minds, I decided to stay quiet because I don't want to say anything out of
incriminating.
Annoyance.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was already vocal about it on broadcast. Like, the Guinevere pick did not make me happy.
Yeah. So I think for Twisted Minds, the Kaloy and Tracy conversation didn't end in playoffs, and now it's kind of leaning towards Kaloy. Because I understand, like, you cannot teach people shot calling, but you cannot also teach people micro.
Yeah.
Right?
Gotta figure it out on their own.
I'm not Tracy's bad with micro, but what I'm saying is, like, hero mastery is also one component of what makes a good player.
If anything, I hope they keep Tracy and Owl, and similar to what I said earlier about, like, I hope we get to see Shizo paired up with a gold laner that's like a loud personality, because that brings out something in him. Hopefully, like, Tracy and Kaloy bring out something in each other in their game, and help each other evolve their game one way or another. Same thing goes for Owl and Nausea. So I wouldn't mind if we head into the next season and we see Twisted Minds didn't make any moves.
Yeah.
In some ways, I'd be a little bit more excited of, like, hey, not a single one of them left.
Yeah.
What have they been working on this whole time?
Yeah.
Because it'll be like, what? Quite a while until we have the next season of MPL.
I will not say okay. My man said it. I wouldn't have said it.
No, you can literally just look at the pattern. Every year, MPLs usually start in August, right?
Yeah.
So
and after MSC, it's usually...
And King Kong said it in an interview.
3 months. June, July, August.
Yeah, but you had to count.
Yeah. So maybe
May to June.
Maybe either end of August.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because we ended 31st.
Yeah.
Because we usually end second week of May.
Yeah.
We don't know the calendar. What are you guys talking about?
We don't know math.
You don't know math.
So I do agree with you. There's plenty of time to figure it out. But I also feel like the top 4 teams, they're okay.
No, there's not gonna be a change within the top 4. I don't think so.
It doesn't make sense.
If they
maybe
change,
additional, like, let's just say
adjustments.
Let's just say Omega add up another coach. Maybe that's one thing. Or modify the coaching staff.
Maybe. I think modify.
Modify is a good term. And then if you're looking at Onyx, Onyx fine.
Onyx
keep
fine.
Savero. Keep
Savero. If they let Savero go, oh my lord.
Yeah. Falcons are fine. Falcons are great.
Run to the HQ of Onyx in Indonesia.
Where's Savero?
Denver. Paul, Denver, what are you doing? No, just kidding.
What are you doing, bang?
No, I can't do that. Oh, Coach Eb. I saw him though in the playoffs.
Yeah, we dragged him into a draft.
You know what's so funny? Like, I told him the moment I saw him, that's why the Philippine GDP went up.
Yeah.
When we looked at the news, it's like, how'd it go up a couple of points?
Specifically of one because of one.
Because peso was a dollar was 61, and then when he came here, it came down to 60.
Yeah. The Yeb effect. And that's also by extension on Team Falcons. They're fine. They don't have to change anything. If anything, give us some jerseys, please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes,
please.
Sir.
And Team Falcons. It's a Team Liquid. I mean,
no way.
No way.
Don't touch it. If ever, move them to a bigger house. That's the big move I would give for Liquid. Give them a mansion.
Yeah.
Use the money. You're gonna win
use the money
in MSC.
Kodan. The players aren't asking this. Management isn't asking this. I'm asking this. Who am I to ask? But move Liquid to an even bigger mansion.
Or
that's
actually a good. You know what? That's a good suggestion. Move Liquid to a bigger boot camp. The old boot camp you give to Ligbit PH.
Yeah, that
W.
I like Team Liquid.
Wait for our merch, guys.
Yeah,
We are.
wait for our merch.
We're cooking. We cooking it. Okay, so I guess that is majority of what we are gonna be talking about. I hope you enjoyed this mini series, the anthology of the mini podcast.
Wow, the minis.
This is the end for season 17. Let us know if you like this kind of content and should we do it more next year? Should we do it weekly, or should we do it like the way that we did it right now, which is pre-regular season, the middle of the regular season, the midterms, pre-playoffs, and now post-playoffs? Let us know if you enjoyed it, and also let us know what you think should be the moves for the teams. Like, do you want to see more movements from Team Twisted Minds, from Team Falcons, Onyx, or whatever? Put it in the comments and please support our content. I want to end this podcast with you describing season 17 with one word. What would it be?
I'm gonna use the same word as I used during the preseason. Avengers. There's a good explanation for it.
Nah.
Avengers.
How about you?
Scripted. Because there was a lot of moments this season where it felt like, wow, it really felt scripted. You know what? That one singular moment that I could say did that for me is when we played that Lansu video before the game. Lansu won with his Arlot.
Oh, so it's like art imitates
life.
Okay.
Our life imitates
good.
art.
Since you get to explain, let me explain mine. Okay, so I use Avengers for the preseason, right? Now it's Avengers because it feels like MCU, where you know the ending already. I mean, Liquid was headed towards that path.
Yeah.
But it was still watching. It was still fun watching the the whole cinematic universe.
Yeah. Stranger Than Fiction is what MPL PH season 17 is. I guess my word will be bridge. And with that, we end this podcast. Thank you so much for watching. Good game and good night. Bye-bye.
Good night.